XTRA gonna kill this shit.
have mercy on my soul. Oh, ladies and gentlemen. What's going on, unks? Let me tell you what's going on, bruv, yeah? Let me tell you what's going on. Flower power is a bitch. Flower power is kicking my ass, whooping my ass. Flower power right now, bro. The hay fever is immense, but we're here regardless. But the hay fever is kicking my ass, and it always embarrasses me. I think we was having this similar conversation last year. It always embarrasses me when the hay fever is kicking my ass, man, because I think it's pathetic, to be honest. I don't think any grown-ass human being should be at the... you shouldn't be losing to hay fever. But hey, we are. It's kicking our ass, and that's why I didn't do my stream this morning for the Japanese Grand Prix. 6 a.m. when you're sniffing and sneezing and haven't taken your medications. Yeah, it wasn't the one. So I said, you know what? Max is going to win anyway. Let's just... I don't know, hay fever at your big age. Exactly. Big up the chat. I'm looking forward to this. This is a big game. Big game. I'm also suffering in Predictions League now because of what happened with Arsenal again yesterday. I should never have thought they'd get out of there with a win. So now Grizz is opening up a gap on me. So today is massive. If today doesn't go right for me, I'm probably going to be doing a forfeit and I'm probably finished in these streets. But it is what it is. Let me know what's going on in the chat. What's going on with Cole Palmer? What's going on? What is going on? Hay fever's a killer this year so far. Oh, trust me. And you know you're going to have it for a few months as well. It's not even going anywhere. Oh, dearie me. Yes, I have. Yes. I mean, I guess we should start there. I should really put this out on twitter.com as well. Let's start there, shall we? Wesley Fofana out for the rest of the season. I was exchanging back and forth with people that know more about injuries than me, but to the common man, which I am, I was looking at it and thinking to myself, last time I checked, you were pretty much told, or at least advised, by medical team, manager, because when Maresca came out and said he won't be back until April, I was like, no problem. Until Wesley came out on socials and said, no, I will be back before then. So, fine. He was back before then, and everybody was like, oh, okay, see, look, player knows what he's talking about, manager's chatting shit. To the common man, like I said, I don't know the best course of action. Obviously, now he's gone and got surgery, which was what I think was advised initially, or at least that was what the manager was told would happen initially, hence why he said he wouldn't be back until April. You didn't get said surgery, and now your ass is doing surgery. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good when you say you can come back earlier than advised, and then you come back earlier than advised, and then you're out until the end of the season. And you really didn't play many games. You played the Arsenal game, I think. And now it's after the international break and you're out. Look, if it was down to me, it's really difficult for me with Lavia and Fofana because they're both very talented players. It's the same as Reece James in a way. Although Reece James has at least got a history of contributing for us, helping us, win trophies for us, play at an elite level for us for a consistent amount of time with Ben Chilwell on the wing backs. These two have not done anything near what Reece James has done. So it's a lot easier to probably just say, just move. Lavia is only 20, which even, that surprises me. The brother is only 20. I think he's only 20, right? I'm going to double check again. It still sounds crazy to me that this guy's only 20. It's really difficult to give up on a 20-year-old. It is. Because he's so talented. And if he could just stay fit, we know the quality he's bringing. And our midfield is just elevating again. You're talking about Enzo playing in this form, crashing the box, getting goals, getting assists, looking more tenacious, bit between his teeth, showing leadership qualities. You've got Caicedo, who's having the season of his life. He's definitely player of the year at the moment for me, followed by Cucurella. The way that he was just a constant roadblock. Yeah, just every transition, every counter, every attempt from a Tottenham player to try and break from the shackles of Chelsea just penning them into their half. Caicedo's just there. Bang. Hold that. And then Andre Santos on top of Lavia with those two. I mean, like I said, the midfield is the only part of the pitch that I like. The midfield is the only part of the pitch that I keep saying you don't need to touch. The only reason why you might need to touch it is just purely because of Lavia's injuries. But even then, I still believe Leslie Okuchukwu is more talented than people are aware of. And I remember saying the same thing when Andre Santos was having a bad loan at Forest. When you send your talented young players to relegation-stricken teams, it's not the best recipe. Same with Billy Gilmore to Norwich, right? So for me, I'm very happy. Like I keep saying, you don't need to touch the midfield. It's the only part of the pitch I actually think we have pretty much sorted for the next decade. If we get everybody's talents and attributes out of them that we should, and they show the level that we think they can produce and they perform to what they're capable of, we don't need to worry about that position. But Lavia at 20, giving up on him is tough. But I can definitely understand it. The only thing I will say with these two players is that if you feel like you've had enough of them, which you're more than entitled to feel that way, because we have not seen even 5 games in a row from these two players in, 2 years and 3 years, depending on who it is. The only thing is they're probably not going anywhere because no one's going to buy them. No one's going to buy them. No one's going to spend 50, 60 million. And that's really what you kind of need for that level of talent. And also just purely because of the books, what we paid. I don't know what the book value is on both those players. Fofana, I'm assuming, would have signed a 5-year contract under Todd Bowley's sporting director tenure. So he's not necessarily going to 2030, like Lavia is. Lavia's probably signed up till 2030. You got to look at the book value and then you got to try and reclaim that. But who is going to pay that money for 2 players that are not playing? It's very difficult. You could say loan them out. I wouldn't be against it. As much as I mean, Fofana is it would be weird even trying to loan him out, to be honest, because he's I think his wages are very high as well. But you could make a case, maybe try and loan out Lavia for a year, try and get him into a different structure, medical team. Let's see what happens. If he has a clean bill of health for the year, you can bring him back and everything's good. But I don't know, man. It's tough. All I do know, and I've said it before and I'll say it again, you cannot build your team around these guys. You cannot have them high up on your order of choice going into the season. They've got to be 5th choice midfielders, 4th choice centre-backs. They've got to be far removed from your plans, and they're just bonuses. Just see them as bonuses. If they're available, it's like, oh, what a surprise. And if they're not available, then it's like, oh, normality. And then that's how you move. Because in that way, what happens with them doesn't jeopardize your whole season like it does with us constantly. That's the only way I could see it. Anyway, lineups are out. Let's see what's happening with the lineups. That's the only way I can see us managing it. Maybe a loan, or just kind of have to relegate them to like low in the squad. 4th, 5th choice. Okay. So I'll read out the starting 11, then I'll put it on screen. But Sanchez is in goal. James is at right back. Tosin next to Chalobah. Gusto's at left back. Fuck's sake, man. I don't even want to keep reading. I'm done. I've had enough. I've had enough. I don't. Oh my God. I don't want to read anymore. I don't even care about the rest of the team. I've said enough. I've said too much already. I've said too much. Why? Are we resting for the game in the Conference League on Thursday? What's going on? We just come back from an international break. Who could possibly need a rest? We've been out for 3 weeks. If I don't hear that Cucurella has pulled something in the warm-up, I'm going to lose my fucking rag. I'm telling you now. Oh! Oh, God, grief. Heaven almighty. Jesus. Oh, my God. Oh, it gets worse. Oh, my, I'm gonna cry. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. There's no Cole Palmer. What did I say about these fucking briefs? Don't get too excited about anybody being back until you see their name on the team sheet, ladies and gentlemen. People saying, oh, don't worry about it, guys. Palmer's back. Oh, he's on the bench. So that means Drewsbury Hall comes in, Enzo in the 10, Madueke, Sancho, and in... What? Oh, my God! Oh, Jesus! Oh! Oh, my fucking God! I can't do this. Oh, my God! This is blasphemy! This is blasphemy! This is the audacity, the disrespect for the noisy neighbours that are Brentford at the G-Tech Community Stadium. This is how you're rolling up. The lack of respect is immense. Oh my God. I feel like I've just been shot in the face. What is going on here? Oh my God. Oh my God. Jesus. Heaven help us all. This is going to be a long day, ladies and gentlemen. This is going to be a long day. Oh my God. Nkuku starts up front. I thought we were done with this shit. Oh my goodness. You see, this is why, even though, and this is the thing, and it was Jackson's first game. It was Jackson's first game, right? So, of course, I mean, to be honest, even before he was injured, he wasn't like some sort of finisher, right? He was missing chances. He wasn't scoring. So he did all the things I didn't put it like this. I already know what Jackson brings to the team. I've been trying to say it and articulate it for the longest. So I wasn't really gassing Jackson's performance midweek, just purely because I know he that's what he does. You know, he's going to be a focal point. You know, yes, he's going to stretch defenses. Yes, he's going to have good link up. Yes, he's going to help us create to a degree. You know, this is normal. Obviously, because we've suffered for so long. People are like, oh my God, this is why you have to respect Jackson. I mean, it's April. What do you mean this is why you have to respect Jackson? It's April. If you haven't figured out what he's bringing and what we're losing when he's not there in April, after the second season, then I don't know. So people should have their opinions on Jackson pretty firmly cemented at this point. I don't think there should be too much room for flip-flopping. But what I will say is we still haven't got a presence in the box. You know, Enzo was making better runs, hence the goal. Cucurella will continue to do it as well if he gets back on the pitch. Neto's crosses high and over anyone's head tops. We still have issues. And I think, listen, everybody was like, oh, your review wasn't as happy and as perky as it should be. Listen, I'm more than happy to take criticism. I don't mind it. In fact, I encourage it because it means you guys are just making sure that you keep me to high standards, which I'm happy to uphold, and I should. I wasn't really happy with my review on reflection either. I don't think I really covered the game in the way that I wanted to. That may have had something to do with the Henny. Or whatever drink was being drank. Or it may have had the fact that these men were just talking about Mexican food versus Caribbean when I was trying to watch the game. There's many factors involved here. But the most important thing is that we have to make sure that we follow it up. Because that Tottenham team, it was bad. I think we can all admit that. As much as we want to, you know, enjoy the win, 100% get it against rivals, we played through them so easily. They were poor. And today, I think, is actually a bigger test for us. I think it's a better opportunity to make a statement purely just because I think this manager actually has a couple of brain cells in between his head, between his ears. He will try to make it difficult for us. The other guy was just happy to just play vibes and you hit us and we hit you and then they didn't even hit us and everything was just open, Sesame Streets and, you know, here's opportunities, here's spaces in between the lines, here's happiness, here's flowers. Today, you would think that Brentford will be a little bit more of a sterner test just purely because their manager is more versatile and a little bit more pragmatic, a lot more pragmatic. But yeah, I mean, when you're seeing changes like this, the game after, oh Lord. I mean, Gusto at left back. Damn. Again, I thought we were moving on from this. We're not. I'm not excited about that one. Gusto at left back. I remember at Everton away. I'm not particularly excited about that one at all. Dewsbury Hall. Let's see. Not particularly excited about that one either. And then you're talking in Cuckoo up front. Again, not particularly excited about that one either. So, yeah, it's a bit of a rough one with the lineups. I'm not going to lie. Apologies if you're just rolling in here expecting to see similar team to the team that played against Tottenham, because we got a game on Thursday against Legia Warsaw. And you thought, yeah, there's no need for any rest and rotation. You were wrong. You were wrong. I would like to find some manager quotes if I can, because I do need some sort of explanation for what this is on my screen. I'm just putting it up now for you guys to read. Yeah, rough one. Big bomber today with the lineups. Was not expecting that. But yeah, I think the main thing is for me after that Tottenham game is, what did we learn? I think the one thing that we could take from it, I guess, but I don't think it's anything to guarantee, is that we kept a clean sheet. That's probably my biggest and best surprise from that game against Tottenham. We kept a clean sheet. We were in control. They never really looked like scoring, and we dominated. However, it doesn't mean that we're going to keep clean sheets going forward, because we saw with the Sarr goal that was given for a foul, rightly so, we still have a goalkeeper that's very much ready to make friends with the opposition and do madness. So I can't even say that, we're going to keep a clean sheet against Mbeumo and Wissa. I kind of need to see it to believe it. So what did we learn? Enzo's been balling out for weeks. Caicedo's been balling out all season. Jackson, like I said, I didn't learn nothing new. That's what he does. If he had maybe got a goal, a striker's goal, read a cutback properly, read a cross properly, that would have been something new. But we didn't get that. The wingers were shit. That was nothing new. So, that's kind of what I'm saying is, I don't think anything has drastically changed. It was just kind of like a must win, and it's a relief that we got it. Today, we have an opportunity to learn something new. If Nkuku can pull out a performance, that would be new. That would be encouraging. If Sancho could take some shots on goal, not just the one with Vicario, maybe 2 or 3 shots in a game, that would be new. If Dewsbury Hall could drop a masterclass and even outshine other midfielders, that would be new. So I think there's a lot of, Gusto at left back, Sanchez in goal. No mistakes, please. There's a lot of things that there's a lot of things that could happen in this game that would, especially a result. This is a tough game. If we could really, those points that I've just mentioned, if we could hit them today in this ground, now we're talking. Now we're talking. There's one thing doing it up against a team that's lost 15 games this season and are sitting in 16th, 17th, wherever the hell they are in the table in Tottenham. It's another thing doing it at Brentford, a place that's always been difficult to go to, always been a bit of a slog. So this is a really good opportunity. You're telling me back 5. I can't really see how. I guess you're talking about Brentford playing a back 5. I don't think it will be a back 5 for us. Let's see what's going on in the chat, though. Let's see what's going on in the chat. I did see the highlights of the Japanese Grand Prix. Don't worry, as you can see, I'm still sniffing on all that. But yeah, Verstappen winning. Verstappen still doing his thing. Let's see. We are most certainly cooked. I'm gonna run a poll now because I feel like that lineup has put a lot in question. I know Miz was seeing Miz's preview, seeing the boys' preview. I know a lot of them was quite confident going into this game. But now I don't know if that's the case. Because the lineups is definitely thrown. I already know Twitter's having the biggest meltdown over the lineup. Everybody's been thrown off, I think, by that lineup. Just purely because I don't really understand it. I don't feel like we've just come out of 4 games in 10 days, So it's a strange one. People saying a 5-3-2. Well, I've put the poll up, so get your votes in. Someone said I had a missed call. I don't know if that's the case. Oh shit. There is a call taking place. Let me join this. Ooh. Oh shit!
What? Hey Matisse, how you feeling? We're all in hell.
You know, I was just saying to the chat, you know, I was listening to you previews and Miz was confident. I think we can beat them, you know, man for man, Cucurella. Brother, where's the players? Where are the players? Do you know what I don't understand? If we had been coming out of, say, 4 games, 10, 12 days, rigorous schedule, I'd hear it. But we just had 3 weeks off. Where are my players?
Yeah, but some of the people in my live chat saying, "Oh, it's fatigue, Miz, man. Try to understand." I'm like, fatigue.
Fatigue. if we get players that are fatigued, they should retire from.
Oh man, this is a rough one to stomach.
BS. Correct me if I'm wrong. We had 1 game so far, right? Missed a few games.
Just one. Just one game.
So where's fatigue coming from?
There is no fatigue.
I'm getting ill just looking at it, honestly.
There is no fatigue.
The fact that we're prioritizing a conference league game that's got 2 legs, where realistically, this team should beat Legia Warsaw. This team that we're playing today should be enough to go and beat Legia Warsaw.
What?
We're prioritizing that over today against Brentford in a Premier League game.
Which part of the lineup distresses you the most? I can't pick.
No, what part? Yes.
Do you know what, Eunice? You know, Liga Warsaw, that's Thursday night. Like, this is Sunday. That's Thursday night, bro.
Oh God.
Let's pay another detail, yeah? If people would be talking about fatigue or an excuse like that, we've had 3 weeks off, international break. We've played 1 game, and then we can't play our strongest team to then go away to Poland, which isn't even that far, on a Thursday night once. How the hell are we going to play Champions League football next year?
With lineups like this, we won't have to worry about that.
Exactly.
Bro.
People got to be real.
Bro, in Cuckoo up front is scaring the shit out of me. I've just gone from watching a willing runner, someone that is willing to commit, someone that is willing to run in behind, someone that is bullying defenders, someone that is linking up, to now stiff, stagnated, stingy. Oh, Lord heavens. And you know what's mad? Neto's not even here. Neto's not even there. So you can't even make the case of like maybe it's Neto up front and then it's him on the left. It's like he's up front. He's up there again. Right up there with them Brentford physical Pinnocks and Collins and that. Oh, Lord heavens.
He is not touching the ball today.
Oh, my eyes are watering. But hold on. Did we not say when Jackson comes back, let's be very clear. He's not going to be ready immediately. He's not going to be at the top of his game straight away. And this is moments like this where it's like, just because Jackson's back doesn't mean he's going to start every single game now and we're all going to be good or he's going to be at his best. You got to give him time to kind of get back into things because he's just coming off the back of an injury. So I can actually understand that one because we just played Jackson in a derby and now he might need a little bit of extra rest because he just come back from injury. But this is why it's like, remember who we have. Remember who we have beneath these guys. I don't get the Cucurella one. That's the one that really distresses me a lot.
He's so fit generally. Like, why do we need to change that? And you took Cole Palmer away.
Well, Cole Palmer, maybe he's not fit. Maybe he's not fit again. This is someone that just come off an injury. He's, so it's like, this is what it is. This is what it is. Thursday to Sunday, couple days, manager probably got I think the medical team have said, yo, listen, I'm not going to lie, yeah, with the recovery and the recuperation, and he's not ready to start this game. You're going to have to bench them. They're not ready.
Wow. Do you know what? Seriously, you might as as well just give Nkunku a bag of popcorn because this guy is a spectator every time he starts. He's watching football. He's watching his teammates run around and he's having popcorn. He's like, hey, yeah, you're doing well.
Yeah.
Someone give him a tour guide so then he can be taken around the Brentford Stadium.
The only one is all right, so obviously the other ones are distressing, but the Cucurella one is the one. That's the one where I'm like, what's going on? Because this brother has never shown signs of not being ready to go. But hey.
Dewsbury Hall as well, man. Dewsbury Hall, like, so is Dewsbury Hall gonna be number 10 or Enzo gonna be number 10?
I see them as eights. I see them as eights, both of them.
The social media team has lined it up. Has put Enzo in the 10.
Yeah. But don't be surprised if it's Dewsbury Hall and Enzo as eights, and they're both kind of just hovering in half spaces, up and down in midfield, up and down. Yeah, I mean, and we still have Sancho out there who's done squiddly pop fizz for how many months now.
Exactly.
So yeah, so at least Reece James is back. That's the big positive to take.
Bro, have you seen Brentford's lineup? Bro, why aren't they rotating?
I mean, they ain't got nothing going on. I'm gonna get a tissue in a minute.
Did they not play a couple of days ago as well? Like, 3 days ago or something like that?
Yeah, everyone played.
Can you guys still hear them if I put the phone like this?
Yeah.
I think you can. I'm gonna get a tissue because hay fever's kicking my ass. 1 second.
And they got Wissa up front and Guillermo, and they got Damsgaard as well. I think this is finished for us, bro. I'm not even gonna I can't beat around the bush anymore. I think this is finished.
I'm genuinely concerned.
Shit.
This is either gonna look absolutely incredible or it's gonna be suicide on Maresca. This is all on Maresca today.
I can't see how it's Yunus. When we had our proper team against Spurs, almost the proper team, even then we don't look excellent. Now we got a whole rotated team. How can we even expect that it's gonna look? My only thing now is, I think what Maresca's trying to bank here is try and keep a 0-0 for as long as possible, and then maybe bring on Palmer and all of those guys off the bench in the second half.
But keep a 0-0 with what? With this? Like, this team has so many holes in it. It's ridiculous. But you're handing it on a plate to Brentford.
Mad, man.
Goddamn.
Oh my god, I'm actually dreading this now, man. I'm actually dreading this game.
Every little thing, it gonna be all right.
Oh my god.
Don't worry about a thing, because every little thing, it gonna be all right. Do you know what? Yeah, hey, like I'm so messed up. My sinuses are so finished. I'm looking forward to the game. I'm gonna be that guy. I'm looking forward to the game. Let's get this cracking. Let's get this crack-a-lacking.
I'm gonna have to bring back the sarcastic list today, bro. It's the day to bring back. Be serious, bro. How can one be serious?
Get this cracking, man. Let's go. Oh, let's get this going, bruv.
Someone in my life just said, M1 licking his lips. You know that Ronaldinho.
Oh, fuck. All right, well, this is it. I mean, listen, I don't know what to say with that. That's hit me. That hit me by surprise. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't see that coming. But here's what it is. Life.
Everyone's astonished.
Life happens.
Do you know what? Some people midway through when I was going through the lineup, they were saying, Miz, it's a fake page. I had to double check. I go, oh, no, like, surely no one's done this on me, like, faked it for me.
Bro.
And then I double checked, it was 26.6 million.
No. Do you know what was happening to me? Yeah. So I was obviously when I read the lineups, I'm starting to type them. So I'm reading the lineups, And the chat is going crazy. Chat's going crazy. I'm like, whoa, calm down. I haven't seen the lineups. So I'm reading the lineup. And I get to Gusto at left back. I lose my head. I'm like, oh my God, this is crazy. What's going on? Then I get to Dewsbury Hall. Oh my God, this is crazy. I'm out of my seat at this point. Because no Cucurella is already put me off, right? And then Dewsbury Hall, it's just like, oh my God, I'm literally going to have a heart attack. I'm literally on the floor. I'm begging. These lot in the chat are still laughing because they know that there's more. I didn't know there was more. Because I'm reading it as I go. When I get to Nkuku, oh my God. Oh my God. Oh.
I was same as well. I was happy. I was cheerful. Like people like lineups out, no problems. I'm cheerful. I'm going 3 years, Sanchez expected. Yeah, Rishames, that's good. Thumbs up. Then I'm going Chalaba and Tosin. I said that's probably what I said in my preview as well. I thought maybe Colville will start, but I wanted Tosin and Chalaba because I felt like that's the two solid pair. And then I started seeing madness. I swear I was speechless. I didn't have anything to say.
Well,
Like I told Miz, I saw I got the app notification saying 5 changes had been made. I was like, 5? What the fuck's happened here? Bro, every single bad selection we could have made has been made.
and I came away from the Tottenham game thinking, was I happy enough? Do I need to soul search? But I just didn't want to get ahead of myself because I just felt like as well as we played, they were that bad. They were bad. Do you know what I mean? It was one of those results where I was like, I don't know how to analyze this one too much. I don't want to do too much because we had some great performances. They were absolutely awful, and it was just off the international break. So let's get another one in there. Let's get another game in there. Let's see. Today is a big day, man. Today's a big day. Let's see.
This rotation only seemed to warrant for us. I barely see other teams do this, especially teams that are going for something important. I barely see them rotate that much.
This is my point. It's insane. We're doing all this. At this sort of level. And then we want to go and play Champions League next year, yeah? Alright.
No, seriously, I'm just trying to recall. Did Aston Villa have a lot of rotation yesterday?
Aston Villa did. I don't even know. I don't know. But if they did, you'd understand because they have PSG on Tuesday.
Yeah, and they got a bit of...
Or Wednesday, sorry. Wednesday. But anyway, you know, there's a difference between going to Paris in a Champions League quarterfinal and going to Legia Warsaw in a Conference League quarterfinal. You know, there's levels to this. and people are saying Villa did make changes, and that's fine. That's fine.
They made a couple.
You know?
Players on there that were playing. I mean, Disasi started. Asensio, Watkins, Rogers all played. Tillemans played. Mings played.
But do you know what? Do you know what hits me? It's not even that we're not playing Champions League. So the fact that we need to rotate and rest this much is alarming. It's the fact we didn't even go deep in the cups. So like we didn't even go deep in the cup competitions, which is really mandatory. It's really mandatory to go deep in a cup. For me, as a Chelsea fan, I just feel like we've set such a good history in cups. We've not disrespected cups for most of my life. When it comes to FA Cups, when it comes to Carabao Cups, we're usually in the final, the semi-finals. Like, I value those moments. The Lampard long shot against Everton, the Drogba against, Man United flick over Van der Sar. I don't take these for granted, even before Roman. So I don't understand how we could not go deep in the cups, how we have almost friendlies, basically friendlies, yeah, on Thursdays. And we still need to rest in the Prem. It doesn't add up. The maths is not mathing for me personally. I'm not getting it.
And you know what, Matisse? Like, FA Cup this season is so up for grabs, man.
Yeah.
So up for grabs.
Yeah, it is. Bro, if we were in the FA Cup right now, I'd be saying, let's go win it. Like, no doubts, let's go win it. Because We have no right to say anything other than it because, you know, everybody else in there is newbies to the situation. Apart from City, they haven't been there before. They could get nervous. Newcastle first final against Man United Carabao Cup vibes. Even in quality Villa, nerves should hit them, right? Come on. But it is what it is. I don't know, man. This is mad. People are saying, let's focus on the Club World Cup. Yo, we're resting for the Club World Cup. Do you know how much money's in that competition? You got to rest for that, you know. You got to make sure that everybody's available for that.
That's insane.
This might be in June. Well, it's April now. May, June, huh?
Like it's just around the corner.
Bang! Next thing you know, it's June.
What a mess. What a mess.
Oh, dearie me.
Lineup, it screams like we're not taking it seriously. It screams.
I mean, it's impossible for him to not take it seriously. We just sold the women's team. So we need money. We need Champions League money. We just sold the women's team to ourselves. So he can't even do this whole gimmick of, oh, yeah.
The selling of it is not been accepted by UEFA, by the way.
Yeah, but UEFA are just going to fine us. So we're going to need money for that as well. But they're going to fine us.
Maybe that's part of the plan. Maybe it's like, all right, screw it. Let's just not get into any UEFA competition.
Oh, that, no. No, of course not. Of course not. He's taking a piss.
You never know, bro.
What are you talking about?
Sabotage.
Bro, if we win the Conference League, we're guaranteed in Europa League. You know that, right?
I know.
I don't know, bro. Maybe we might throw that as well.
Nah. Oh, my God.
Bro, Real Betis is still there. Real Betis had a really good game against.
Listen, I'm not... You see me, yeah, with the Conference League, I don't think too far into the future. I'm just like, whack-a-mole. Let's just get Poland out the way, then semi-finals, and then we think about whoever the actual team will be in the final. But for me, I'm just one step at a time, innit?
Wow, man. Do you know what? I hope all of us have mad pie on our face. Like, that's all I'm hoping for. Like, hopefully we're proving so wrong. But I can't see how it happens. Like, I cannot see how Brentford and their team don't look at the starting lineup of ours and just feel, do you know what? Let's just buy absolutely more of it.
It's in Brentford's best interest to try and put their foot down in the first half. Because if we can get to the second half level with this team and with the holes that we see in this team and the people that are going to be in positions that they shouldn't be in, then Palmer can come on, Cucurella can come on, Jackson can come on. So that I'm kind of just trying to be here for the second half. I'll be honest. I'm just trying to be in it. Second half comes now, we can try and win it. I just need to be in it going into the second half. That's how I'm looking at this.
That's exactly what I told Eunice. We keep it 0-0 as long as we can, and then hope that in the second half, Palmer and all of these guys come out and do something.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
The best chance that you have of not conceding is to play your strongest. Like,
Absolutely,
this is a chance
absolutely.
where we're going to probably end up 2-0 down and
Yeah.
then having to try and claw it back by bringing everyone on to salvage the draw. Like,
Yeah.
it's suicide.
Yeah.
It is suicide, man. Absolute suicide. Wow. Now we all know how all that feels as well.
It's so...
How suicide would feel. Now I get it.
Bro, Maresca, like I said, Maresca's either going to come out of this literally like, I am Jose Mourinho. Come out looking like some sort of a crackhead.
It's so funny. It's so funny to see people coming into the chat. What the fuck is his lineup? And then 2 minutes later, what the fuck is his lineup? And then 5 minutes later, what the fuck is his lineup? It's like, it's just a never-ending, ongoing shock constantly. It's brilliant. But listen, I'm gonna let you guys go because I'm gonna wrap up my poll.
I'll let you guys
But
go
yeah,
as well.
madness.
Take care, my man. Matisse, take care.
Big up, brothers. In a bit. Let me just get my poll going. Oh my God. What are these results? So with the poll, we have Brentford, 38% chance of winning. Draw, 17%. Chelsea, 44%. I know for a fact that probably would have been 20% higher for a Chelsea win if the lineup was what everybody expected. But because the lineup has been such a fugazi, now people are shitting the bed. And rightly so, because I am also shitting the bed. I'm looking at that lineup and I'm thinking to myself, we have no outlet up front. We have nobody up front who can run in behind, nobody in that attack. Well, Sancho doesn't really make runs in behind. Sancho is definitely ball to feet. So it's really on Madueke today. And Madueke is cold, hot. We know this. Sometimes he produces a good performance. Sometimes he's poor. But in terms of what Enzo has to find, what Enzo has to look for when he's receiving the ball, he's going to have Nkuku coming short. He's going to have, Nkuku, he's not exactly lightning quick. So let's see with their defense. I don't think Brentford's defenders are lightning quick either. Maybe he might be able to get the jump on them. But Nkuku up front, I've just never been a fan. I never even gave it a chance, I'll be honest. At the start of the season, when the manager came out and he said, Nkuku and Jackson are my strikers, Mudryk and Sancho are my left wingers, Noni and Neto are my right wingers, and Palmer and Felix are my 10s. And he was like 2-2-2-2-2 across 4 positions. It sounds nice. But it doesn't make any sense when you're misprofiling players. Like, we know that Nkuku's not a striker. At least we now know, and if you didn't know before. So him up front is kind of just like guaranteed everything's got to be on the floor, ball to feet. Everything's got to be intricate, perfect. I can't see us playing anything down the channels with him. I can't see us crossing into the box with him. We can't cross into the box with anyone anyway. What I don't want to see, Christopher, I'm going to call you by your first name. What I don't want to see Christopher doing is dropping into midfield, dropping into deep positions to play simple, basic 5-yard passes. You know, if you were Harry Kane, you could get away with it because you're going to go and play a grass cutter. You're going to go and play a line breaker. You're going to switch the ball like midfielders switch the ball. So I could understand your eagerness to drop deep and progress the play more than anyone else will. But first of all, Caicedo and Enzo are great passers of the ball. So I don't need you to do that. Second of all, whenever you do drop into these positions, you don't do anything. You just play it 5 yards. I don't need you to come back here and play 5 yard. So just go back up front. At the very least today, play the position that you're in. Stay up front. Be in the box. If, in Nkuku, the one strength that he should have over Jackson is he should be a fox in the box. He should be able to sniff out the danger. Anytime there's a cutback, that he should be able to get on the end of it. He should be able to get the ball in the box, people crowded around him, receive tight spaces, and calm himself down, keep everything calm and composed, and find a way to get a shot off, like he did against Bournemouth for the winner. Sancho set him up. These are the things that Nkuku should be bringing to the table, at the very least, that Jackson can't bring. Like, when those cutbacks are happening, you got to be on the end of them. You got to sniff it. You got to understand it. But apart from that, it's a big loss. It's a massive loss. Dewsbury Hall next to Caicedo. I mean, I think Dewsbury Hall is going to be pushed up. I think Gusto is just going to come into midfield. So you're going to see Gusto and Caicedo in midfield. You're going to see the back three, James right side centre-back, Chalobah left side centre-back. You're going to see Gusto next to Caicedo, and you're going to see Dewsbury Hall in the pockets, left side with Sancho making those underlapping runs, basically doing the same similar role that Cole Palmer was doing against Tottenham, and then try and get those first time crosses in, those cutbacks, whatever. I think that's probably his best position, Dewsbury Hall, anyway. I think that's where he was playing at Leicester, and I think that's what we actually initially signed him to do. And then we brought Felix in, and then it got confusing. So I'm pretty confident about where everybody's going to be on the pitch. I pretty much know what I'm expecting to see, but I don't like it. I'll be honest. I don't like it. We kick off at 2 o'clock. Am I correct? I think I am. Yeah. No, I don't have the wrong lineup, brother. No one hacked me. Let's go through the chat, though. So we've gone through the poll. I'm just going to start reading out chats. Let me actually... Okay, we got some members as well. Big up Matisse. Hit the like and subscribe, people. Yes, smash up the likes. Let's get to 500 likes. Thank you, Suj. LFC Sai says, big up Matisse. Hope you are doing good. Japan F1 race was good. What do you think of Red Bull replacing driver 2 so early, and Lewis first race in Ferrari? First races. Yeah, I mean, Lewis is off to a tough start with that position today. It's not what I was hoping for. I was at least hoping that Ferrari would be fighting for podiums, but they're not at the moment. They're, hopefully maybe some upgrades. Let's see how the season goes. But this season feels like bedding in. Next season, you got to be chasing, drivers' championship. Otherwise, what's the point in any of this? He's getting old. And yeah, I mean, that whole Sonoda situation with Liam Lawson, I personally just didn't even feel like Liam Lawson should have been in that seat anyway from last year. I thought that was too quick for him. But if that car really is so heavily in Max's favour, then, I mean, Sonoda is struggling, so let's see. But give him a few more weeks before we judge him at least, you know what I mean? Before we say that it's definitely the car, but it probably is the car. So thank you. Let's go into the chat. Yeah, usually I would have got up for that time, but bro, I'm dead. There's 2 Pinnocks. What do you mean there's 2 Pinnocks? Oh, sorry, there's one on the bench. Is that by design? Is that my fault? That probably is my fault. That's probably my fault. Ignore that. Unless he's got a brother. Let's see what else is being said in the chat. I just need those 3 points, bro. Like, I remember, so obviously when we was doing the, All You Can Eat Chelsea, obviously Miz was saying he doesn't really care about performances anymore. He just wants results. I'm not completely in agreement. I feel like I do still want to see performances, because these performances for Brentford, for Fulham, for Ipswich, if you don't play well in those games, but you get results, and you're expected to win those games, by the way, I don't know how much confidence I'm going to go into Newcastle away, Forest away, Liverpool at home, Man United, unfortunately, at home, because we always seem to make it difficult against Man United, even though they're well off us in terms of the quality. So I need performances. I do need good performances against Legia Warsaw, because I need confidence going into those big games in the end of the season. We're not going to be 10 points, 8 points clear of 6th. I'd like to think we could be if we win all our games up until the last 4, but it will be difficult to do that, to be 8 points clear, to be so comfortably clear that you don't really need to even win too many of those last 4. You could maybe win 1, draw 2, lose 1. So we're going to need some results. I need performances. So when we go into those bigger games, I'm like, okay, we have some good foundations, some good base, some good momentum to build off to actually get results at Newcastle. To go to St. James's Park and to win, or even draw, that's got to be a good performance. To go to the City Ground on the last day, when they're probably, I mean, people are saying the Villa result yesterday was good for us because Villa beat Forest. I was looking at it differently. I was thinking, I'd actually rather Forest beat Villa, so Villa in 7th or 6th or wherever they are, they just are really off the pace. So mathematically, I can say we're in the top 5 as soon as possible. I'm not really asked if we finish 3rd with 70 points or we finish 4th with 69 points. It's the same season. Points-wise, it's the same season. Position is not going to change the whole season for me. I don't think it's going to be a massive gap between those positions. I mathematically just want it done before the final day, if possible, So I'd rather get rid of some guys out. I don't want everybody to bunch together. Everybody's like, yeah, let's all bunch together. Let's all get really claustrophobic. Let's get really amongst it. Everybody get close. So then on the last day, there's like 5 teams chasing 2 positions, and it's the flip of a coin. Everybody's biting their fingernails. Are we in? Are we out? Sky Sports are doing their thing. The table is constantly moving. Every goal. Is that what you want? Is that what you aspire to have on the last day of the season? It's not what I want. It's not what I aspire to have. Nah, man. I'd rather have that shit locked off. I want it done. I don't want all of this table moving, drama. No. It's not like we're at home to Southampton on the last day. We're away to Nottingham Forest. Why do you want Nottingham Forest to come back in this? For what? For what? So then on the last day, Nottingham Forest have got Champions League football to play for. Both of us have Champions League football to play for at the City Ground. Now they're diving into tackles, injuring man for Club World Cup, 2-foot tackles. What? I don't understand. I don't understand the logic. So for me, the more teams out of this, the better. But I know some people would rather everybody get involved and then we can get 3rd. I guess it depends on how confident you are that we'll win our games. Some people want all of the drama. Some people don't want none of it. I don't want none of the smoke. I don't want none of the smoke at all. I'm not going to lie to you. But yeah, let's see. This is massive, this match, man. Because I think the games coming up after this, I mean, Ipswich at home, that's got to be a win. I'm sorry. Not only do we need revenge for what happened in the away game, that can't be up for discussion. Everton at home really can't be up for discussion either. I know that they, tough team, physical, low block. I don't care. You got to beat Everton at home. If you don't beat teams like Everton and Ipswich at home, then we shouldn't even be having these conversations about Champions League football. Fulham away. Let's see how Liverpool do today. But that's again, it's like this. It's noisy neighbours. It's London derby. It's one of those games you should win, but you don't always win. And then after that, it's long days. So let's see. You have a tough hit. Yeah, I think from what I remember, Man City's run is pretty favourable, right? Like in terms of like their last 4 or 5 fixtures. Nottingham Forest's run is not too bad either. Villa's run is tough. I think Villa have the toughest running out of everyone. Maybe with us, but Villa got a tough run. Can't remember what Newcastle's running looks like, to be honest. Can't remember. But they've got obviously... Well, actually, no, they only have the league. They're out of the FA Cup as well. And they've already won the Carabao. So Newcastle's full fixation is on the Premier League, 1 game a week. So, and that's something you got to bear in mind. If we're going to be resting for games like this with Legia Warsaw on Thursday, then this whole 2 games a week versus who's playing 1 game a week is going to take some value and some stock in this race. You got a Newcastle team that can just keep sending out their same 11 every single week, balls to the walls every time. You got Villa, let's see PSG, but they might go out. I don't know. They're still in the FA Cup. So Villa's chances are probably really low in comparison, just purely because they've got so many more games. City, they're out the champs. So you got to look at these things. It's interesting. Everybody's doing different things. I didn't think this type of game would be influenced by a Conference League, but here we are. I really do think it's probably that Palmer and Jackson are just not fit. They're just not fit. Which is, I mean, they've just come back. So, but the Cucurella one is insane, and that's Cucurella. That's big. I think because obviously everybody wants to see Palmer, everybody wants to see Jackson, but Cucurella, when Mbeumo is probably going to drift out on that right-hand side, I would have really trusted and expected Cucurella to handle Mbeumo. And Mbeumo is a really good forward. Mbeumo's got a great ball striking ability on him. He's, good on the dribble. He's physical. He's got a bit of everything. Mbeumo is a very, very, very good Premier League forward. To not have Cucurella's kind of mannerisms and tenacity and energy and, around him and have it be Gusto, who's been awful defensively this season. Gusto defensively has been so bad. So bad. Even in the Tottenham game, I wasn't 100%. I know a lot of people saying he played well. He still got done up a couple times. That's Son. That's 33-year-old Son. Still got past him a couple times. That shouldn't really be happening. Son's never even been a dribbler like that, but Son should not really be able to cut you up. I'm not sure about that over there. That Gusto and Mbeumo one, that is probably my biggest problem with the defense versus their attack. So let's see. But that doesn't look good. That doesn't look good. People are saying that Cucurella needs a rest. To be honest, could we not have just rested him on Thursday? That's my thing. Could we not have just rested him on Thursday? Because if he plays on Thursday, I'm like, what's going on here? Do we need him for this? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think we should need him for that game, personally, but I don't know. Maybe I'm disrespecting Legia Warsaw. I don't know. If Cucurella was in this side, I'd actually be all right. I'd understand. I still wouldn't like Nkunku up front over Neto. I'd still prefer Neto's pressing, Neto's runs in behind, Neto works the back line. He makes sure that he's he's unpredictable. He'll make the runs from the right. He'll make the runs from the left. He'll go up front. He'll make the runs. So he's just more of a live wire. I still would have had him over in Cuckoo up front. But at least if Cucurella was there, I would have been like, all right, fair enough. Fair enough. Why isn't Caicedo being rested? We can't afford to rest that guy as well. We can't afford to rest him. Caicedo, when he went down, and to be honest, he could have been injured from the SAR challenge against Tottenham when he went on to score. If Caicedo gets injured, I'm telling you now. And remember, Caicedo is also on a booking. If he gets a booking today, he misses 2 games. Let's see if he can get through that run without getting a booking. Maybe we don't even need to worry about him picking up a booking. But, yeah, tough. It's one of those ones with Caicedo. You kind of just have to just hope that he just manages to not get booked and just trust him out there because we need him. We can't play a game like this without Caicedo. Caicedo is our player of the year. He's everything to that team. He's the engine. He is the thing that keeps that midfield, ticking. If he's not there, I don't even want to know what it looks like personally. So, yeah. But again, let's hope he doesn't get suspended. He's massive. He's massive for us playing out from the back. He's massive for us off the ball in transition, defending transitions. He's massive for us in the counter press. He's massive for us even in terms of his passing. He's massive, massive, massive. He does like a bit of everything, He does a bit of everything. Let's see. Who do I think would score from this lineup? Wow, that's an incredible question. That is an incredible question. I mean, the statistics will lean towards Enzo Fernandez right now. He's been amongst the goals. He's been box crashing. He's been sniffing out any cutbacks and crosses. So it probably has to be Enzo, and then followed closely by Madueke. Madueke, I put Enzo slightly ahead of Madueke because Enzo will probably get himself into more... He probably might find himself in more goal-scoring positions than Madueke, but we know Madueke likes to carry it to the box and then he'll cut in on his left and he'll try to get a shot off. So it will be one of those two. Sancho doesn't take shots. And Nkunku just doesn't look like he even wants to... He doesn't even look like he's in the team. Like, he doesn't look like he's a part of this team. He just looks like he just looks out of sorts. Out of sorts. Maybe you could say something about a centre-back from a set piece. Maybe. Tosin, Chalobah. But I'm probably stretching things now. Our record at Brentford is 1 win in the last 5, by the way. Sorry, our record against Brentford. Not at Brentford, against Brentford. 1 win from the last 5. I think we beat them last season. If I remember, away from home, I think it may have been 2-0. We've lost to them at Stamford Bridge a few times. We've drawn with them quite a lot away from home. So, yeah, there's a 1 win in the last 5. It's a really tough team for us, Brentford. Very tough team. Usually against Brentford, Mbeumo or Wissa. Mbeumo or Wissa, one of these brothers. And prior to that, obviously, Ivan Toney. But Mbeumo and Wissa, they get goals, man. They get goals. I'm not confident on a clean sheet. Definitely not confident on a clean sheet after that Gusto Cucurella swap. And the goalkeeper, Gusto and Sanchez are my two ones there I'm worried about. And to be honest, listen, the centre-backs as well. Centre-backs are not, guaranteed to, not make mistakes or... Listen, them centre-backs can make mistakes as well. 100%, I've seen them do it. So, I've had, Chalobah was having a couple weeks on the bounce after a good performance at home to Wolves, and then he was having a couple games in a row where he was making some clangers. So everybody could make errors. Everybody could make errors back there. Yeah, I don't think it was the right game to rotate at all. But here we are. Here we are. It's going to be a tough one, man. Like I said to the boys, I feel like this has got to be a slow burner today, guys. It's got to be a slow burner. We might look at the first 15 minutes and think, yo, this is not looking good. And it probably won't be looking good. But you just got to... We as a team have got to ride it out. And we've got to be able to get to the second half level. If it's 0-0, it's 1-1. And when you're bringing on your Cucureas, you're bringing on your Cole Palmers, you're bringing on your Jacksons, your Pedro Netos. I don't even really want to put him in that same bracket because he doesn't really score goals. But yeah, you're bringing on your substitutions, you're in the game, and then you can go on to win the game. Because when you look at the two benches, 100% our bench is obviously stronger, as it should be. So we should, and I keep saying this, but we should be able to end the game strong, at least. At least end the game in a strong way. And this is where Tottenham can either be a blessing or it could be not a curse, but it could also be like everybody was hoodwinked, everybody was manipulated, led astray, right? We praised the control. We praised the maturity, the lack of opportunities for the opposition, the fact that we dominated so much that it was just... I mean, the first half, it wasn't looking that way. We got the goal. That changed the narrative quite a lot. Second goal would have changed the narrative even more. So, it's about evens. Now you got to show that control at Brentford. Can you show that ball possession and control and suffocation against Brentford? That's where now we'll be really impressed. Can you show that maturity defensively against Brentford? Against Mbeumo and Wissa, two strikers in this league that know how to find the back of the net. Can you show that resilience? Can you show that maturity? Everybody was praising Maresca about obviously bringing on Tosin and going to a back five. That's all well and good against a team that wasn't really threatening anyway. It's almost like polar opposites. They look like they were almost us in the last 10, 15 minutes at times where we just know we're not going to score. That's what Tottenham were. Tottenham weren't banging down the door, right? But I assure you, if we're leading 1 goal at Brentford with 10 minutes to go, they will be banging down the door. I assure you that. So it's gonna be an opportunity to kind of really prove a lot of those things. What are we doing? Performance. Let's see. All right, I'm going to move the lineups off. How long have we got till kickoff? About 18. My nose is finished. About 18. Oh. Let me mute myself because I'm about to blow my nose and it's not going to. There we go. All right. Pray for Madrid. Oh. What are the other fixtures? Let's just take a look. What are the other fixtures? Who else is playing today? Tottenham are at home to Southampton. That's pretty much irrelevant to us. And it is Fulham versus Liverpool, irrelevant to us. Man United versus Man City. I'll be covering that on the mob with Big Six. I'll be going straight after. I will be late. It's impossible for me to get there and do this at the same time on time. And I'm hearing that there's roadblocks and all sorts outside my yard. So I'll be definitely getting there when the game's already kicked off. And then Leicester versus Newcastle, 8 o'clock kickoff on Monday. Newcastle currently 2 points behind us with a game in hand, by the way, in 7th. I'm expecting Newcastle to beat Leicester, but Newcastle currently 2 points behind us with a game in hand. They've won 3 games in a row in all comps. Newcastle's fixtures, because we haven't really spoken about them. Newcastle have got Man United at home, Then they got Palace at home, Villa away. That's going to be a big game for both of them. Ipswich at home, Brighton away. They play us at home, Arsenal away, which I'd actually bet on them to beat Arsenal at the Emirates if they need to, because Arsenal they won't even be thinking about anything by that point. They'll just be done with the season. And then Everton at home on the final day. Everton at home on the final day. Oh my days. What is everybody's final day fixtures? Villa go to Man United on the final day. We go to Nottingham Forest on the final day. Newcastle at home to Everton on the final day. What do Man City do on the final day? Man City on the final day are away at Fulham. Fulham. Those are your final day fixtures for everybody in the race for Champions League football. Crazy. Villa at United. City at Fulham. Forest, Chelsea. Newcastle at home to Everton. Yeah. Rough. But do you see why I'm not really trying to take it to the final day? You know? I'm not really trying to take it there. I don't really want to play that game. I don't really know if that's a game we're going to win. Smash up the likes as well. We're way off where we need to be on those, and I don't even be asking, but yeah, it's mad. It's mad out in the dunya today. We need to be up in that. This is going to be a mad game, man. I need this game to kick off. I really well and truly need this game to kick off. Let's get this started. Let's get this very much started. Like I said, every little thing gonna be all right. Every little thing gonna be all right. Everybody's stressed. Everybody's worried. Can you imagine if Brentford were just on the beach? Let me set the scene. Brentford are on the beach. Brentford are not playing for anything. Brentford, they haven't got a pot to piss in. They're not getting relegated. They're not making Europe. Brentford are in relaxation mode. Brentford are a tough team to motivate for this game, maybe, because they have nothing to play for. They come out in second, third, fourth gear. First gear, sorry. They just come out in first gear. They just relax. They take it easy. There's no intensity. There's no physicality. We just come in, we steamroll, 2-0, we move. How does that sound? How does that sound? We didn't get stung by the bees. You know what I mean? They're just a bus stop club. That's what they call themselves. They're just a bus stop. That's all they are. Just a bus stop. It's all gonna be okay. I don't think Brentford fans hate us, do they? I don't believe in any animosity in West London, you know. I really don't. Unless it's QPR hating Chelsea and Chelsea hating QPR. If QPR were relevant enough for us to really get down dirty, we would. I know there's something there. But Brentford and Fulham, nah, I don't really see it. I don't really see it, man. Just neighbours. You need a bit of sugar. You need a glass of milk. Yep, exchange. There you go. I don't see any animosity in this part of the world, man. I don't see it. I don't see it. Imagine these man. Imagine Fulham fans as their Tesla self-parks, you know, and then they step out of the Tesla and they want to fight. It doesn't make sense to me. It doesn't make sense. You know, it doesn't make sense. You can't be sitting in there angry in your Tesla as it's self-parking as Chelsea fans walk past looking for a fight. That doesn't work. It doesn't work. They're building a swimming pool on top of their stadium. There's no animosity there. There's nothing there. Same with Brentford. Brentford will go for it just for fun. Why is Dewsbury Hall playing? Dewsbury Hall is playing in place of Cole Palmer. And when Enzo and Palmer play, it tends to be Enzo. Well, sometimes it'll be Enzo on the right and Palmer on the left. Palmer in the left half space, making those underlapping runs like he did against Tottenham, taking shots first time, taking crosses first time, and then Enzo on the right. Again, same kind of principle over there. So it's just the same thing. It's just Dewsbury Hall. Dewsbury Hall's come in. He's going to play next to Sancho. He's going to link up with Sancho. It's not going to be very fun to watch. I'm not going to lie. That doesn't even sound good. Dewsbury Hall linking up with Sancho doesn't sound very exciting at all, does it? And then you got Enzo on the right with Madueke. That's what it's going to be. That's what it's going to be. And for me, at least then you're creating angles. I don't like it when I see two right footers on the same flank. I don't like it when I see two left footers on the same flank. For me, if you're not overlapping your fullbacks and you're not giving Reece James overlap for say Palmer, if he was playing right wing. So you've got a right footer and you've got a left footer. Just creates angles. If you're not doing that, which we're not because we don't overlap fullbacks, then you got to do it with your attacking midfielder. You got Dewsbury Hall. He can make those inside runs, first time crosses, first time shots on his favoured foot. You got Sancho cutting on his right. Just gives you angles. Gives you two different angles. If not, then you're always going to have everybody defending on that side of the pitch. They're always going to just show you to your weaker side, which will take you just down roads you don't want to go. And then nothing's fluid. Nothing's fluid. So we saw City do it all the time. How many times did you see Kevin De Bruyne in that right channel, rocking, slapping the cross into the corridor of uncertainty, as they say, and he's just whipping first-time crosses in. And it's just automatic shots fired. It's not stagnated. It's not, really, it's like pulling teeth. No, it's just automatic. Everything, all the movements are just automatic. That's what it needs to be. So let's see. I don't want people to have to take way too many touches. It's on your favoured foot. The pass has been perfectly weighted. Whip it in. Cut it back. Take a shot. Let's get things popping. Let's move the ball quickly. I don't want to see one touch to set yourself. One touch to turn. Oh, look up. Oh. Because by the time you do all of that, then obviously Brentford have reset themselves defensively and you're not going to break nothing. So, yeah. Let's see. No, I actually don't know any Brentford or Fulham fans. I'll be honest. I'm just I'm just making up shit. Actually, that's a lie. I do know a Fulham fan. He's a lovely guy. I do know a Fulham fan. Brother, this lineup, Chelsea's killing me now, says KO. Man, did you see Verstappen's masterclass and how Lando could not hunt him down in a better car? Proves the Arsenal Formula One absolute bottle job. I mean, Lando keeps coming out and saying it's not the strongest car on the grid and it's the drivers. And then I actually see what a driver does when they don't have the strongest car, and it is Verstappen in that Red Bull, and he is ridiculously doing well in that qualifying yesterday and then in the race. I don't like Verstappen because of what happened in 2021, and I don't really like the way he drives when Hamilton's up against him in that whole race, putting the car on top of his head, really stretching the rules out and borderline cheating at times and not having some sort of racing respect. However, I do respect his mentality. I do respect that he's not like soft and he doesn't like, oh, yeah, who's the best driver on the grid? Oh, it's Max. Max is the best driver on the grid, and I love Max. We're best friends, and oh, you won the World Championship on my head top last year. Let me know where you're partying. I'll come and join. Fucking hell, Lando. Would you grow a set of bollocks and would you actually start acting like you are having a title fight with this guy and you need to take his chain? He's too nice. I've said this before. He's too nice. And if I'm rooting for someone in that McLaren, I'm rooting for Oscar Piastri, and I want them to start doing team orders where when Piastri is quicker, let him go in front and keep it stepping. I'm sorry. Because I think Piastri is just as likely to win a world championship than Lando is. I'm not on this Lando fucking Likos train. I'm sorry. I know the girl them love him because of the looks, but I don't really give a shit. I'm assessing him as a driver, and I've never seen a driver with that type of mentality win a championship. I didn't see it from Vettel. I didn't see it from Rosberg. I didn't see it from Hamilton. I didn't see it from Kimi. I didn't see it from Alonso. I didn't see it from Verstappen. I ain't seen it from none of these guys. I ain't never seen anyone that soft win a world championship. And you sure as hell ain't gonna win one with one of the best drivers, unfortunately, we've seen in the sport in Verstappen, who will probably go on to potentially eclipse what Hamilton's done in terms of titles. You ain't gonna win it on his head top, licking his ass. I can tell you that for free. But anyway, I'm ranting. You ain't gonna win it on his head top, licking his ass. It's not gonna happen. All right, well, 6 minutes. 6 minutes to go time. Oh, no, he is. He is the best driver on the grid now. No doubts. He has been. Maresca went, oh, so let's read out the quotes. I think Maresca's got some quotes. I think he's got some quotes. Let's see. What quotes do we have here? Maresca. Who do I go to get those quotes? So, Maresca has said, he said quite a bit. So, on making 5 changes, it's just the game plan. The ones that are going to start, I think, are going to be the right ones. Okay, I don't really see how Gusto could help you in a game plan over Cucurella. So I don't really understand that one. Maresca on whether playing twice in 3 days was a factor. Also for that, also because we have players back from injury, so that's fine. Palmer, Jackson. So 2 games in 48 hours, 72 hours is not the best thing to do after a long time out. And we try to manage it a bit. Cool. So like I said, you could understand with the Palmer and Jackson one. You don't have to like it. You definitely don't like it, but you have to understand it. Because when these guys came back, or mainly Jackson, because Palmer was just kind of just flirting with proper injury, but not really properly injured. But Jackson, you have to understand, this brother's just come back. He's been out for a long time. So he ain't going to play game after game after game after game. If you wanted him against Tottenham, you have to definitely allow for the risk that he wouldn't play against Brentford from the start. So that's fine. But the Cucurella one for me, and I know he's played a lot of football. I know. However, this isn't the one. This is not the one. This is not the one. I just feel like, for me, I would have rested him on Thursday. And you could even make a case to say you could rest him at home to Ipswich. You know, you could rest him at home to Ipswich. If you really want to rest him, there's definitely opportunities to rest him coming up. But after just having 3 weeks off, I guess he played with Spain. I don't know what he did over the international break. But I would have liked to have thought that there could have been a better time to rest him than this one. I don't think this was the one to rest him. This is going to be a physical game. This going to, Brentford away is not the game where you don't have Cucurella for me. It's not the game. Yeah, it's not for me. Is there any more quotes that I've missed, guys? Those are the only ones that have been posted on Dodgers. Yeah, that's all there is. Not for me. Not for me. Someone's saying the manager's concussed. That's crazy. That is crazy work. Crazy work right there. Crazy work. I think he's made a mistake with the left back. I really do. I feel very strongly about that. If Gusto comes out here and pulls... This is the thing. Gusto at right back is causing me concern in terms of his defense. So I can't take any confidence from moving him out of his natural position to then play him on his wrong side, on his wrong foot, and ask of him to defend. And it's not even like you're moving him because the strongest Brentford attacker is playing on the left. You're moving him to where Brentford's strongest attacker will be. He will be playing right forward, right wing. You're moving him to the danger man. It's not even like you're taking him away from someone that is going to cook him. And I'd be like, all right, fair. You're putting him in the problems. You're saying, hey, Gusto, I know you've been struggling all season defensively. Let me just move you to where the most dangerous attacker is on the pitch. What? So that for me is insane. That one for me, I can't understand it. The rest of it, I can get it a bit. Now, some people are saying it will be a back five. I've heard this a few times. But if it's a back five, who's playing left wing back? So let's just take, I mean, it's not a back five. I don't know why people keep saying it's a back five. It's not a back five. But if it was a back five and you had Gusto right wing back, or you had James right side centre back and Chalobah left and Tosin in the middle, who's playing left? Dewsbury Hall? Is Dewsbury Hall playing left wing back? It's not a five. The manager never plays a five. He ain't going to do it today. So it's not a five. He never plays a five. I don't think he's ever played a five. I've seen him play a 4. I've seen him play 3-2 build up, of course. I've seen him do a lot. I've never seen him use a 5. Never seen him use a 5. So Sancho, if there's one winger that cannot play wing back in this squad, it is Jadon Sancho. I'll tell you that for free. If you was going to play left wing back today, you would have played Pedro Neto on the left wing back position. You would have played Neto. You would have played, keep Madueke, you play Neto, and you use Neto as a shuttle bus, which is what he is anyway. He's a shuttle bus. He's a fancy shuttle bus. You play him as a shuttle bus, up and down, on his left foot, on his left side. I actually think Neto could be a wing back, to be honest, because he doesn't really get goals. He doesn't really have great shooting tech. I think sometimes he scuffs his shots. He could be a wing back in a very attack-minded team. You could put him as a wing back, to be honest. And I think you'd get away with it because he does work hard. He does track back. So he's probably the closest thing we have to a wing back in this squad. And he's not here outside of Chilwell. But yeah, out of the attackers, out of the wingers, he's the closest one to a wing back and he's on the bench. So we ain't doing that. We're not doing that. But let's see. I don't want peace. I want problems. Maybe it will work. Maybe Gusto at left back is gonna just have a great game. But I can't lie. This is not for me. Is Yuki on fraud watch already? I'd say give him time. No, he can't be on fraud watch, man. He can't. We gotta give him time. We just had Liam in that seat. Absolutely. I mean, Liam was... Listen, for me, Liam was struggling. I don't care if it's the car. I don't care if it's, in Max's favour, which it obviously is. You can't be finishing back of the grid. You can't be going out in Q1 consecutively. Just for your own mindset, it will ruin you in that car. So they had to get him out of there. Yuki's more experienced. He's been around the block. He should have been in that seat anyway. If he struggles, then yeah, fair. We could talk about the car. You could even talk about Yuki if you want. But yeah, I just think if you're going to throw someone a car that's not necessarily geared towards them, you got to give it to the more experienced driver. Doing it to a borderline rookie is crazy to me. Like, Liam's still a rookie in my head. Liam not really been out here for that long. He replaced Daniel Ricciardo last season, and that was his first season in Formula One, his first proper season. He might have had a couple little cameos here and there, but that was his first move. So he ain't even had a full season in that racing ball seat, and you're going to promote him already? It was wild. What's going on, Tosin? Why is people saying, oh my God, Tosin? Yeah, Tosin's in the team. Oh shit, we kicked off. All right, so here we are. Let me get the timer up on screen. All right, let's see how this goes. I'm gonna lie, I completely forgot we were even playing. Right, oh, that was risky. I feel like Jackson would have got that. I feel like he would have got that. Let me just keep refreshing. All right, cool. All right, I'm going to put the timer on at 3 minutes. Ooh, it's just going to be a madness, man. Yeah, it's already started. It's already started. Look at this. Off the post. It's already started. It's already started. It's already started. All right, cool. Look at this, guys. We're 3 minutes in, and they are all over us right now. All over us. 3 minutes in. It's one-way traffic. Let me just see if I'm right where I need to be. I'm a couple seconds off. I'll try and line it up better. Come on, guys. All right, let's go in Cuckoo. Come on. Yes. Turn back. Sancho. Yeah, we're back. So Gusto's currently playing right side and Reece James is at left back. At least Reece James can be trusted to potentially deal with Mbeumo, you know? So that's a good... I mean, I'm not really a massive advocate of Reece James playing on left back long term because obviously you can't get anything out of his crossing ability. You can't get anything out of really his shooting ability. So you're not really getting anything near the level you could out of Reece James. But for this particular circumstance, it's probably best because we can't have Gusto defending against Mbeumo. We just can't have that. So that's one thing that at least helps. That's one thing in our favour as opposed to what it was looking like at the start. So let's see. I'm going to try and match this timer up spot on. I think there's something outside my door as well. One sec. Oh, come on. Oh, this is for my hay fever. Right, let's get this timer synced. Come on. Let's just have this bang on, please. Big up the chat. Gusto in possession. Come on, guys. Reece James firmly in that back three. He can play those nice switches out to the right, which he just did to Madueke. Reece James is such a complete footballer. It's mad. Put him at left back and, like I said, you're not getting the crossing or the shooting, but you're getting those lovely switches of play. It's like having an extra midfielder back there if he's at it. And to be fair, that pass that Chalobah played in behind for Jackson against Tottenham, and I think Tosin's a very good line breaker on the ground. Chalobah's probably better with the passes in the air. There's a lot of players back there. It's not David Luiz. I remember David Luiz was insane in the middle of the back three for Conte playing those passes, but you got players that can pick people out when they're on it. Madueke's just dashed it forward there. I'm seeing Gusto's playing in this fucking false 10 position again, man. What is going on? Why is he so high up the pitch again? Gusto chasing shadows in the half spaces is just one of the sore sights of football. It really is. Can we get this brother back? Yeah, this is where we want you, bro. Stay around here. Perfect. Don't go. No. Come back. Come back. No, come back, please. Oh, if we cross the ball, is Gusto one of the players we're aiming for? Look at this. Look, he's up there. He's not even known for scoring goals. He's not known for scoring goals. Why is this guy in the front line? When we're looking to whip the ball in, why is Gusto's head even an option? It's one of those things I just can't get on board with, is Gusto in half spaces, man. It's just disgusting. Oh, shit. Oh, Mbeumo and Wissa. Front two. Yeah. They think he's Cucurella. Bruh. Like, that's what I'm saying. This brother has not shown any appetite for goals since he's got here. I don't understand why he finds himself in goal-scoring positions. It's backwards. Reece James. Tosin is going to switch it out. Chalobah, nice. Sanchez. Chalobah's just trying to fend. Nope, that's still in. No. Well done. Go on. Use this as an opportunity to break. Oh my God! Madueke, come on! What are we doing right now, bro? Let's be moving the ball forward faster than that. We got Brentford who have pressed us into oblivion in our own half. And we've actually escaped. And our first thought is, let's pass back to the goalkeeper. Are we having a laugh? Seriously? We couldn't click into gear then and get ourselves moving up the pitch with a bit of a counter-attack. Crazy. Ten minutes gone. Did Chelsea ever play their best theoretical starting 11? In my opinion, our best possible starting 11. Wow. I mean, I don't really want to say best and then have the goalkeepers to pick from that we have. So, but yeah, let's just go on-field players, outfield players. I would have centre-backs is tough. Well, actually, I just have Colwell with Wesley Fofana. Right back, I'd have James. Left back, I'd have Cucurella. Centre mid, I'd have Enzo, Caicedo. I would also have... I'd have Lavia. I'd have Enzo in this role that he now plays as a box crasher with Caicedo. Yeah, so Caicedo, Lavia, pivot. Enzo... Palmer. I'm playing it differently because I would assume Reece James is at his very best and can overlap on Palmer, so you're still able to play Palmer off the right like last year. Left wing. I mean, bloody hell. What have you got? Yeah, NA. Probably Neto. And then up front, you've got Jackson. But yeah, that left wing spot is... Yeah, I don't know about that. I don't know about that one. It's gone long. Flecken. He was a good keeper, Flecken. He's had a good season at Brentford. Enzo. Sorry, Sancho. Go on. Shot blocked. It feels like Sancho's shots are always likely to be blocked. Like, he doesn't really find true separation before pulling the trigger. It's like now he knows he should be shooting more. He shoots before he's even really in a position to shoot. So then it's guaranteed to be blocked. It seems like a very pointless effort that he has. I think we're doing pretty well to play out the press, because Brentford's press is pretty good. They're pressing with like 4. We're getting out the press pretty well. Yeah, it's true. It's improvement, yeah. I just wish he would just get clearer shots off. Because when I'm tired of saying it, but the guy should not, he should be able to shoot. There's no reason why he shouldn't be able to get good shots off, like in terms of pick the corners. That's what was happening at Dortmund. Man was nestling them into far corners and picking out corners constantly. Don't know what's going on. 13 minutes. Set piece to defend. This is to be fair to us, one thing that we have improved on is we haven't conceded from as many set pieces. I hope I'm not about to jinx that. Ball comes in, cleared. We don't really concede a lot. I remember set piece defending last season was one of my biggest gripes with this team. We were horrendous on defending set pieces. And even at the start of this season, it wasn't great. But as time's gone on, maybe that set piece coach can get a bit of credit for the fact that we don't really tend to concede from set pieces that much. And I was surprised to hear that we were actually one of the highest scorers from set pieces this season. I don't think there's maybe as many set piece goals going in the Premier League as there was in previous campaigns. It doesn't feel like it anyway, from like headers, from corners and free kicks, but we are up there, which is mad because I still think we need to improve on it, but massively. But we're still up there. There's a lot of grappling and fighting going on in the box. We have cleared our lines. Oh, yes, Sancho. He doesn't have the pace, man. That's the thing. In isolation, he can't do anything. He needs people around him. He needs bodies around him. You can't go with Sancho as an outlet at all. And he can just make something happen. Just doesn't happen. Doesn't happen. Let me see. Goals in the games at Tottenham. 1-0 up against Southampton. Brennan Johnson and McAllister scored against Fulham. Liverpool 1-0 up in that game to take their lead at the top of the table, to extend it to 14 points. It's like France. It's like PSG out here. No one wants to say it, but this is a Farmers League. This season is the biggest Farmers League you've seen since probably the last time Liverpool won it. This is proper Farmers League shit right here. 14-point lead. And also, Arsenal still need to go to Anfield, where they will most certainly probably potentially lose. 14-point lead. This could get ugly. This could be like a 20-point gap at the end of the season. Because Gabriel's out. It could be a 20-point gap. It's crazy. It's mad. Chalobah. Oh. This is what we be cussing the Farmers Leagues about. Spot on. When Man United, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's Man United finished second to Man City with like 74 points or whatever they got. That was a big Farmers League as well. Or maybe it was more than that. I can't remember how many points they got. Oh, man. Dying in there. 17 minutes gone. Switch. Oh, I'm struggling. Oh, 18 minutes. We've got ourselves back into it a little bit. We were first 5 minutes getting a bit of a slap on the wrist, but again, just get to half time still in the game, level with the team that we have out here in terms of what we wanted and what we got. And second half, we got people on the bench that can make the team better by quite a bit. Can they make it to 20? Bro, every 10 minutes is a milestone, I'm telling you. It's a milestone. Oh shit, that was a pass. That's a pass and a half. Brentford in behind, cutting. Oh my days. That was a mad pass. That was a pass. Prem is only going to get worse as it goes on. La Liga seems to be where all the fun is right now. I'll be honest. La Liga seems to be where all the fun is. I might have to start reviewing some of those games. I'll start paying attention to what's going on because Real Madrid lost to Valencia. I think Barcelona then failed to capitalise. Title race is still heated. There's an El Clasico in the Copa del Rey. There's an El Clasico again in May in the league. Yeah, it's interesting. I'm gonna have to start looking at it. The sun was shining yesterday as well. That's the thing. When you've got like a really bland, and this is probably one of the most, and I know Liverpool fans don't want to hear it because how could you dare say this? We're about to win, but this is the facts. This is probably the most boring Premier League campaign in the last 10 years. And I'll tell you why. Because even when you won it at a canter in the COVID season, your team was way more exciting. Like, that was probably the most exciting Liverpool team and one of the most exciting Premier League teams I've ever watched. Watching Mane, Salah and Firmino at full throttle, at their very best, was one of, it's one of the forward lines that doesn't really get spoken about in terms of the all-time Premier League forward lines, in terms of combinations and it was brilliant. This Liverpool team is nowhere near as entertaining as that Liverpool team. So, yeah, it's rough. It's rough. It's not great. It's not great. Because at least when you were going up against City, it was a title charge. It was close. Yeah. And the two times you've won it so easily. It does get bland. I just feel like the football from everybody else is it's nowhere near the level it needs to be. I remember Arsenal teams finishing 4th under Wenger, and they play much better football than every team in this league right now. Like, in terms of the top teams, every team that are finishing 2nd, 3rd, that football would knock all of them off the park. And that wasn't even a great team. That was a team that wasn't even winning. They were just winning FA Cups, and they were way better technically than the teams we're watching right now. That are trying to challenge for titles. So, yeah, it's mad. Apparently, Fulham have scored. Who scored for Fulham? Oh, go on. Oh, fuck! In Cuckoo, man. That touch. This is what we need to be seeing from you. You need to see better first touch, man, in the box. You're meant to be one touch, bang. One touch, bang. Sessegnon, okay. You can't be out here having the ball get stuck under your feet. You're meant to be a teched out player. You're meant to be technically techie. Teched out to the max. Man's from Paris. Man was a winger. He's now a second striker. You remember he started his career out as a winger. I should not be seeing the ball being received by you and it's getting stuck under your feet, man. Come on. Jesus. Should have been receive, release. Either foot. Because those are the type of chances you're going to get in this type of game. And that should have resulted in a shot. And it hasn't even resulted in anything. And that was good work from us. We got him into a good position. As a striker, to receive the ball in that position, I'm fresh off watching Mbappe and players like that this week. Do you know what I mean? They receive in that position, they kill the ball, and they get a shot off. Minimum. I don't think he trusts Gusto aerially to play. You're saying play Gusto where Chalobah is. I don't think he trusts him aerially to play in a back three, which is fair because I wouldn't trust him either. He's a right back. He's a right back. He's just a right back. I think in modern day football, there's a eagerness to say or expect everybody can play 2-3 positions minimum, right? But some players are just one position. And that used to be fairly common 10 years ago. Now, like Zabaleta, perfect example. Zabaleta wasn't a centre-back. Zabaleta wasn't a midfielder. Zabaleta wasn't a wing-back. Zabaleta was a right-back. That's it. Right-back. Don't play him anywhere else. That used to be normal. Gael Clichy. Bakary Sagna. You know? The great Ashley Cole. We didn't think about putting Ashley Cole in midfield. If you thought about putting Ashley Cole in midfield, someone will slap you across your face. No one thought about putting Ashley Cole even as a wing-back. You just play him at left-back. Ivanovic, I think, could play centre-back, personally, because of the way he's built. So I'll make an adjustment for him. But, you know, but now, if I say Gusto can only play right-back, people are like, what? That's preposterous. You have to be able to play somewhere else. What do you mean you can only play right-back? That's not good enough. He's just, we don't need to have imagination with this guy. He's just a right back. That's it. Can't play midfield. Can't play wing back. Well, maybe he could play wing back, but can't play centre back. Can't play left back really for me. Just playing right back. Free kick. Mbeumo's sizing it up. He's definitely going to be the one to strike it. The way that his eyes are looking at Sanchez, he looks like he wants to kill him. Oh, that was a terrible free kick, and it wasn't even him. Jesus. That was great acting, you know. That's great acting from Mbeumo, because I'm looking at Mbeumo, the camera's... I think he even fooled the cameraman, and then Damsgaard is the one that's took it. He fooled everybody. Mbeumo's there, looking into the keeper's eyes, mouth open, taking in air from the nose and the mouth. Man's doing everything that he, you know what I mean, to make it look like he's taking it, and then he just... Damsgaard? Crazy. Then Damsgaard's just gonna loop it over the bar. Oh. What a save. Oh my days, guys. We almost conceded there. That was almost 1-0. Big save from Sanchez. But what are we doing? Great pass from Wissa. Oh, it wasn't even Mbeumo, sorry. Great pass from Wissa in behind. If that was Mbeumo up front, that's 1-0, probably. There's a midfielder running onto it. We just gave away the ball. And again, when we try and play the ball to Nkuku in his to feet, look how easily Nkuku is dispossessed. And look at the rest of the team. Arms up, arms waving. Enzo looking back. What the fuck's wrong with you? Madueke, arms up. When you're playing with Nkuku up front, you are playing with 10 men. He doesn't trap the ball. He doesn't hold it up. He's not physical enough. It's just not good enough. It's not good enough. Now he's on the ground again. I don't know what's going on there. Sancho cutting in. It's not good enough. It's like playing with 10 men. We said this like 10 times this season. The guy has nothing to offer. He's got absolutely nothing to offer. It's insane. And listen, I'm not, going on this big plead to sign Liam Delap because my aspirations for next season were pretty simple. Let's go on a title charge. You know what I mean? Let's go on a title charge. And for me, if you're bringing in a striker to go on a title charge, you need a striker who can be better than Jackson comfortably. You need a striker, in my opinion, that's been about the block a bit. Because I'm not talking about technically. I think technically Delap's going to turn into a very, very, very good striker. Whether he becomes world class is very early to tell. I think people are doing a bit too much when they're saying, "Oh yeah, he's definitely going to be this. He's definitely going to be that." It's his first Premier League season for Ipswich. He's got 11 goals. I don't really know how you can just rubber stamp and say guaranteed, bona fide, going to be top player. But mentally, can he lead this attack next season? Not for what I'm trying to do. Mentally, to be a title winning striker for Chelsea, we're talking Diego Costas and Didier Drogba's, and that's it. Nobody else has done it. So for me, you've got to have a bit of experience under your belt to take on that workload. But if you get him, it's going to be a big improvement, because if you get Delap, you've now got a striker that can sense danger in the box. You've got a striker that can actually bully people as well. You've got a striker that can be a bit of an outlet. He can be a big outlet in comparison to what we're watching right now. And because we've only got one striker, it's almost impossible not to be better with another striker. You mean we get to have two strikers instead of one? That's a massive improvement. So you can't really go wrong. We've only got one striker. So you get a second one and it's a massive improvement. I don't know if I'm going to give us loads of praise for deciding to finally have two strikers at the football club. I feel like that should be pretty much, postman delivers the letters type shit. I think that's pretty basic. Squad planning. I don't think you deserve too much praise if you get me a striker. I think it has to be the level of striker you get me that gets praise, not getting me a striker. That seems pretty obvious. I think a 12-year-old could look in the transfer budget and say, yeah, should probably sign a striker, shouldn't we? I don't think that's rocket science. People are talking about Sanchez again, but hey ho. Here's Mbeumo cutting in. Oh my God. Woo! Just wide of the post. Oh. Brentford are knocking on our door. Golasso at Craven Cottage. Fulham have scored a second goal courtesy of Iwobi. Fulham 2, Liverpool 1. Is the title race back on? Find out. 2-1 to Fulham. That's not good, because that means Fulham are a pretty good team. That means when we go there, it's not going to be easy. I was kind of hoping Liverpool would slap them up 3-0 just to kind of show, or just to at least give me some more confidence to be like, oh yeah, Fulham are not really that good. If Fulham win this, Fulham are not in this. They're 8th. They're on 48 points if they win. They're 5 points behind us currently, but yeah, we'll be all right with Fulham. We'll be all right. Now, if we were to lose to Fulham, then we would not be all right with Fulham, but we'll be all right with Fulham. We'll be fine. But Fulham is, yeah. I was hoping Fulham would get slapped up because I just need more confidence. This is the thing. I'm not necessarily just looking at us. I'm looking at how bad can others be so we don't have to be our best. I'm not going to lie. I'm looking for some easy wins. I'm looking for some on-the-beach shit. Fulham lose today, and Fulham are less likely to be in contention for European football. That means they're more likely to be on the beach because they're not playing for anything. Anybody that's a Chelsea fan celebrating a Fulham goal right now, I am afraid to tell you, you are not doing the mathematics. Why do you want Fulham to be in a competitive position when we play them? I need Fulham to be 11th. I need Fulham to have nothing to play for. I don't know what you lot are smoking, but we're not smoking the same shit. Clearly. So you lot need to get your head in the game. Because this ain't a joke. Because if Fulham can beat Liverpool, what can they do to us? You know what I'm saying? I don't know what's going on, bruv. Liverpool going to win this league anyway. I need them to win that game. I need them to put Fulham in 12th. I think people ain't paying attention. Lock in. You need to lock in. You got to lock in, guys. Here's Madueke on the right. Cutting in. Go on. Shoot. Straight at the keeper. Straight at the keeper. And also, I'm pretty sure if Liverpool win after Arsenal drop points, does this mean that we have to give the first guard of honour? I'm not sure what needs to happen for us to not give the first guard of honour. Maybe if Liverpool do lose, actually, we guaranteed can't give a guard of honour. That might be it. So that's the only positive, really. Because I'm not going to lie. I don't really want to give a guard of honour to Liverpool. Like, if we could avoid giving them a guard of honour, that would be appreciated. Let the next lot do it. You know what I mean? You know those, oh shit, clear. It's like those questions in those street presenters they be doing. Do you want 10 quid or do you want to double it and give it to the next person? And I'm like, do I want to do a guard of honor or do I want to give it to the next person? I'll give it to the next person. I'll be honest. I'll give it to the next person. I don't really want to see Liverpool. I don't want to see my team give a guard of honor to Liverpool at Stamford Bridge. Like, I'm not really trying to see that. So I'll double it, give it to the next person. 100%. How are we playing? I think our build-up is mixed. It was good, and then it's become mixed because a lot of the recent kicks from goal has gone to Brentford players or we've lost 50-50s. I think we're struggling a little bit on the physical side of things. In the upper part of the pitch, we can't really compete. Nkuku is of no use to us. He's basically like playing with 10 men. And yeah, it's we haven't really tested Flecken enough, in my opinion, either. I think he's had a couple of things to deal with, but nothing major. So it's not great. It's not great. It's yeah, it's not great. Oh, is it 3-1? It's 3-1. Oh, Fulham are 3-1 up. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have to stick this game on because this is getting crazy. I'm gonna have to put this on the side. 3-1. Let me just check if this goal definitely stands. It is. It's 3-1. I'll keep you updated because I'm now going to be keeping an eye on it. I've got it on my other screen. Fulham 3, Liverpool 1. Header! Oh! Saved by Sanchez. Do you know what? And I criticize him a lot, but Sanchez, from a goalkeeping standpoint, not really playing out from the back, but goalkeeping, he's actually keeping us in the game. I'll be honest, he's keeping us in the game because he's had to make a couple of big saves now. That's another one. Brentford are cooking our ass right now. What a finish, by the way, at Fulham. To go 3-1 up. Liverpool. Oh, Van Dijk. Oh, Van Dijk. That wasn't very good defending. What happened to Virgil? What happened to Virgil? That was not very good defending. Oh, my goodness gracious me. Deary me. Muniz with the finish. He absolutely span Van Dijk. He took him for walkies. Man put a chain on his neck and said, we're going to the park. Yeah? Brother put a chain on his neck and said, we're going to the park today. Yeah? Going for walkies. Oh, Sancho, please. It should be 1-0. Oh! Fucking hell, man. He's trying to create something. It's a great passing behind, I think, from Enzo. Or was it from... Who was that from? Oh, Dewsbury Hall, sorry. Dewsbury Hall. Yeah, but again, and I'm being so serious, the presence in the box is disgusting. Like, you look at Haaland's, You know, and I know I'm going to the extreme, but you feel their presence. When your team are out wide and you're looking for a cup, you feel their presence. They're massive mammoths of strikers. When we're on the flanks and we're ready to cut back, I just see this I don't know what, I don't even know what he is. Like, it's just nothing. Nothing. There's nothing there. There's no presence. There's no, ooh. You know, 1-2 step. There's no argy barge. There's no physicality. It's just, I don't know what to say. He's just there. You just know. You just know it's not going to materialize to anything. Watching Nkuku's making me want Osimhen. And I wasn't even like a big flag flyer for Osimhen because he does miss big chances. He does worry me sometimes on the technical side. But yeah, I'm not gonna lie. This summer I'm getting desperate. I'll take anyone. I'll take anyone. I'll take anyone. I don't give a shit anymore. I'll take Osimhen. I'll take Gyökeres. I'll take Isak. I'll take anyone. I'm getting to that point now. I don't really care. I just need a physical presence up front. Someone that will actually look at this. Ah! You're so weak. Oh my God. Just bring. No, I'm not doing this. All of this preferences and I like this and I like that. Fuck all that. Sorry. I don't care anymore. All of this, I like this and I like my strikers to dribble. I like my strikers to have good... No, don't care anymore. Just bring. Bring Osimhen. Bring anyone. I don't care. I've had enough. I can't watch this shit. I can't watch. This brother is so weak. He's killing me right now. I can't do this. I can't do this anymore. So weak. So frail. Just so flimsy. Just get out of here. I know a lot of Gyökeres' goals this season have been pens. It's quite a decent chunk of them, 100%. With Osimhen, you've got the issue of the fact that he picks up injuries, right? He can get injured. Like I said, technically, there's maybe a question. There's big chances missed. There's problems with almost all of them. Like, Sesko is young. He's still developing. I think he got 11 Bundesliga goals. That's not exactly the most incredible statistic to be coming into a Chelsea team. Again, a team where you need to be leading. You need to be spearheading. Same goes with Liam Delap. Liam Delap is still developing. He's still young to come into a Chelsea team as a starter. I would take both Sesko or Liam Delap as second choice strikers because I think that's perfect for them. They can be an understudy. But to ask them to come in and bang, that's a lot of pressure. But at this point, watching Nkuku as the other option to Jackson, bring me anyone. Bring me anyone. And also then we have to think about who suits the system. Who suits Maresca's play, the way he goes about it, you know? There's a lot of things, a lot of variables you've got to take into consideration. But when I'm watching this man up front, bring me anyone. Last season, I was picky. You know, Duran, Samuel, all these, bro, any striker we get linked to in the summer, if they sign on the dotted line, I will be happy. I'm getting to that point. I will be happy. I'm desperate. I'm desperate. Oh my God. Unless it's like Nunes or someone like that. Unless it's like Nunes, then obviously I'm not going to have that, you know. But put it like this. It's going to be pretty difficult to piss me off with a striker link this summer. It's going to be pretty difficult to piss me off. You're going to have to really find something nasty to piss me off this summer, you know? So let's do it. I don't think Gyökeres gets injured, bro, really. I don't think his injury record's a problem. Isak's was, maybe isn't anymore. Osimhen's is, yeah. Like I said, there'll be pros and cons to pretty much anyone we go for. There'll be pros and cons. So for me, I'm just going to be taking in all the pros and praying for the cons to eliminate themselves. But this is diabolical. We can't have Nkuku up front. It's just diabolical. It's diabolical. No one deserves this. And I don't care if he goes on to score. I really don't. I don't care if he goes on to score. I know what I'm watching, and I know that I'm suffering. I am suffering. And I think he's suffering as well. I think he's suffering. He's not a striker. He's suffering. Brother doesn't know what he's doing. Tottenham are 2-0 up against Southampton. Goal courtesy of Brennan Johnson again. Brennan Johnson again. I think my prediction on Big Six was 3-0. Everybody predicted Liverpool wins, I think, so no one's getting anything out of that. And I predicted a draw, actually, in this game, so just to cover myself, I said, if we win, I'm happy. If we draw, at least I can say I got something. I'm leaving with something. If we lose, I was never going to leave with anything. So, you know, if we draw this, at least I'm leaving with a point. But long day. Oh yeah, we're not having Lukaku either. We're not having Lukaku at this club. Lukaku, yeah, that's not happening. That's another person you can add to the list. That's not happening. Oh, bro. It's crazy. Oh, it's mad. Half time. But anyway, look, we're still according to the plan. So far, we're still going according to plan. I said at the start of the game when I was on the phone to the brothers, I said, listen, the first half's going to be a rough one. We just got to stay in the game. And second half, we can bring on Palmer, we can bring on Jackson, we can bring on Cucurella. And then that is where I expect us to go on to win the game. I don't expect us to win it in the first half. And at the moment, so far, everything's going according to plan. I said it's going to be a long slog. Yeah, I said, listen, buckle up. You know what I mean? But if we can stay in it going into the second half, then it's all on them, you know, because we know that this team is rotated a little bit and it's not really what we wanted. But second half, if those big hitters come on and you win, lose, draw, that's all on you now. Let's see what you do. But get to that point and then we can talk. Ball in the box, headed away. I think we're dealing with these set pieces. We're dealing with them nicely. Most of the problems have come in open play. I think set pieces crosses and stuff, we've been all right. Apart from that one save, I think Sanchez had to make, that one that he had to die. But it was a pretty comfortable save from him. I think he was all right with it. Looked bad for the cameras, but if he didn't save it, it would have been a madness. Sanchez is one of them goalkeepers where the saves that he should make, he makes them look even more complicated and more extravagant than they are, which makes it look like a great save when it's probably a very good save. But if he doesn't save that great save, it's a problem. Do you know what I mean? If he didn't make that, it's not like a world-class save where it's like, oh my God, if he didn't save that, we would completely understand. If he did not save that, it would be a problem. So it's not a top save. It's a good save. It's expected save. But he makes it look dramatic because he's just so extravagant in the way that he like dives and moves, and he's just strange. He's just a strange goalkeeper. He's just so strange. Yeah, look, I didn't say he was good on the ball. I said he's made saves. He's made big saves today, Sanchez. Made important saves. I didn't say he was good in possession. Did you hear me say that? I'd actually prefer not to speak. Did you hear me say in possession? You did not. We got a wide free kick. Ball in. James. Oh, yes. Oh, what? Hey, Tosin, you better be offside. Because that is a peach of a delivery right on your forehead. If you are not offside, brother, oh, you better be offside or you will end up in McDonald's. You better be offside or you will end up in McDonald's. Because that ball from Reece James is right on the money. And this brother has not even tried to direct that towards goal. He just let it just hit him. Are you trying to tell me that's on? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my God. What a joke. What a joke of an attempt. I can't believe that. That is ridiculous. The amount of opportunities we've had today that should have tested Flecken and have not. Where we should have got a shot off to test Flecken and we have not. Or it's just crazy. It's crazy. We will send you back to Nigeria. I'm telling you now, we will send you back to Nigeria. First class flight tomorrow. You will end up in Nigeria. You will go to school in Nigeria. I told your mother we should let you study in Nigeria. I told your mother we should let you study in Nigeria. I told her. Tosin. I can't believe it. I cannot believe it. Oh my goodness. I can't believe it. I thought he was offside because the way he attacked it like he knew he was offside. Like he knew it wasn't going to stand. It was a very half-hearted attempt. And by the way, this is a free header. Anyway, I shouldn't bang on about it any longer because we've had a whole 45 minutes to bang on about. But it was a free header. Unchallenged, unmarked. And my brother just did not do a thing about it. Anyway, let's put the teams back on screen. Okay, listen. Let me not be a hypocrite. Because I knew this was probably going to be what the halftime would look like. I said, let's get to halftime 0-0. Let's get to halftime 1-1. Let's get to halftime level. We all looked at that starting 11 and we knew it had issues. We knew that Brentford were going to throw the kitchen sink at us or whatever you want to call it. In terms of they smell blood the first half because that team is not really what it should be. They're going to have the chances. They're going to knock on the door. And our best opportunity to go and win this game is going to come in the second half. So I'm going to abide by those principles that I set out and the logic that I put forward. And I'm going to move on to the second half. Because this is where I now expect some changes. I don't know how many minutes Jackson can play. I don't know how many minutes Palmer can play. I don't know what the medical team's advice is on all these guys. But I'm expecting to see significant minutes. Half an hour's minimums, half an hour's, 30 minutes, Give them enough time to get into the game and make an impact because these are the guys that's going to win us the game. It's not going to be Christopher and Cuckoo. It's not going to be... I mean, Sancho actually has tried to create a few things here and there. But, Dewsbury Hall's had a nice couple passes here and there. But, they're not going to change lives. Put it like that. They're not changing lives out there. They're not changing lives. Let's take a look at the statistics. The statistics. Yeah. I'm probably even trying to help Sancho as best I can, but the statistics don't look good. The statistics do not look good. I feel like, oh my God. It says here he's not attempted any crosses, which is crazy because I thought I at least remember a couple. Yeah, no crosses, no shots, one shot blocked, no key passes, no nothing. Okay, well, it's actually worse than I thought. Let's go to Madueke. No key passes, no completed crosses, one shot on target, no dribbles attempted, nothing, no ground duels, nothing. Okay. Christopher and Cuckoo. No. Woo! This attack is... Yeah, this attack is not attacking. It's not great. It's not great. But we knew this. This is why I said in the Tottenham game I didn't really learn anything new. We know that this attack cannot function now without Jackson up front. We know that this attack cannot function without Cole Palmer. We know that this attack hasn't got anything on the wide areas to really move the needle. We know that this team, even though it kept a clean sheet, judging by today, it's still capable of conceding. And we know that Caicedo and Enzo and Cucurella have been our best players in the winter period. And they stood up again against Tottenham. So nothing new was learned and nothing new is learning in this game. This game is pretty much as it is for us in the final third. In the box, we just don't have that presence. We don't have the bully. We don't have the movement in the box either. We don't have the strength to hold up the ball to allow us to at least continue attacks. There's so many times where we're going into Nkuku and there is the potential of an attack, but because he can't keep the ball or because he hasn't got the physicality to shoulder 50-50 and win those, the attack breaks down. And then we have to go and defend again, or we have to start all over again. And that constant killing of attacks is just taking its toll on the people watching and on the team, because it's just so disheartening to get the ball forward and know it's not going to stick and have to start again and again and again and again. And that is what is happening a lot. He is pretty much a non-entity up there. He's got to come off for Jackson, even now. If we can't take him off now for Jackson, you take him off now for Pedro Neto. Because at least with Pedro Neto, you got blistering pace, you got better work rate, you got better press, and it will force those Brentford centre-backs to take a couple steps back and say, actually, we're not going to get into a foot race with Pedro Neto. We are going to take a couple steps back and we are going to allow a bit more space in front of us, which will allow us a bit more space to operate with Dewsbury Hall and Enzo Fernandez. If you're not hooking Nkuku off at half-time based upon that first half performance, as a manager, I don't really know what you're playing at. I don't know what you're playing at. I don't want to see him on the left. I don't want to see him on the 10. I don't even want to see him. Just hook him. If Jackson can only do 30 minutes, you bring on Neto, put him up front, and then move him to the wing later on in the game and put Jackson up there. But you got to get him off that pitch because we can't do nothing with him up front. You missed 2 Sanchez howlers in the first half. I didn't really miss them. Sometimes you just choose to avoid, choose to ignore. When there's someone misbehaving, sometimes you just got to ignore them, You got to ignore them because I keep telling you, Sanchez has got main character syndrome and Sanchez is an attention seeker. And sometimes with attention seekers, the best way to deal with them is to just ignore them. And that's what I choose to do with Sanchez. Sometimes I just choose to ignore. I don't want to shine the light on him because he already wants the light shone on him. He doesn't want to go about his day-to-day in a quiet way. He doesn't want to go under the radar. It's like a referee having main character syndrome, He wants to be the main man. How can you want to be the main man as a Chelsea goalkeeper? Whenever I hear about goalkeepers, they say, I don't want no work. I'm playing for a top team. I only expect to make 2 saves in the game. The rest of the game, it's all about them in front. He has the opposite ideology. He says, hey, I haven't had enough to do today. Let me make my own work. I haven't had enough to do. I haven't had any opportunities to get good saves for Instagram, any good saves for Twitter. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to start giving the ball away so then we can have more attacks against us and I have more chance of making saves. He's looking at that save percentage statistics on the charts and he's leading it or whatever and he's thinking, yo, I like the look of that. You know what I mean? I want to leave this season making the most saves. No goalkeeper for a top club should want to leave the league making the most saves. That is fundamentally wrong. But he doesn't work like that. So for me, my stance on Sanchez. I've been saying it since he came into the club, since he signed on the dotted line on that contract. I didn't even need to give him time. Really, I'll be honest. I knew what it was when he signed. So I just choose to ignore him. I choose today to say he's made some important saves and anything bad that he's doing, we're going to ignore it. And we're gonna just leave it alone because, like I said, he's doing it on purpose. So he's doing some good stuff. I'm gonna leave it at that. Nkuku is not good enough for Romania League. Romania League 2 team, League 2 side. Jesus Christ. You know what? Nkuku's got to go to a team that plays with a front 2. He's got to look at maybe an Inter Milan, Serie A. He's got to go to a team that play with 2 strikers. He's one of them. And go and do a Lautaro Martinez, but with less work rate. Go do that. Go do that role, I just don't... I don't envision a future for him in a 10 in the modern day football. Right now, the way he's playing, the lethargic nature, maybe he'll find a way to be remotivated in his next club. He's not going to do it here. He can't play up front. He's not really a winger. front two makes more sense. I think front two with a big, physical, pacey, striker who takes up a lot of attention. He just gets to play alongside them, and that's what I see for him. That's his future. Even France, he was meant to be the man to take over. But when you look at the players coming through, Elise, Desiree Doué, all these players in the French national team that are going to start coming through, I can't see Nkunku being a big part of that France team in the World Cup. I really can't. He's going to have a spectacular season next season for him to get back into the fold, because there are some seriously talented players in that national team squad. I mean, Dembele's having the season of his life right now for PSG. They've just won the league over the weekend. Yeah, he's fallen far, man, in the pecking order for me. So let's see. He'd be lucky to get in the squad. Someone said they were cooking the Nigerian Premier League. Is that what it's called, yeah? Nigerian Premier League? Or are you just playing? I am also redirecting you at the end of this watch-along to the Mob Manchester Derby, where you will find Turkish, Grizz, Tobes, and at some point myself when I make it. Thoughts on Andre Santos, Esteval, and Kendry Pires? My thoughts are very clear. Santos, I cannot wait to see him for the third time in a row. I was really actually impressed with him in his first preseason here. I didn't really want him to even leave then. I just thought, this guy looks so good, let's just keep him. But he got the loan to Nottingham Forest, wasted his time. Strasbourg, second 6 months. Then last summer, I wanted him here again. Stay with us. Don't leave us. Don't sign Dewsbury Hall. Don't play Cassidy ahead of him. Don't, sign Matisse Amugu. Just play Santos. He's on loan again. Cool. He's now captaining the team, scoring goals, being a leader. This summer, I'm saying again, he has to be here. If this brother is sold, I will flip out. I will freak out. I will do ungodly things. He needs to be here. Esteval, I'm very cautious with not putting too much pressure on him because he's very young. The Brazilian league is very physical. Don't get me wrong. This is also very physical. My ideal situation for Esteval is that there is someone ahead of him doing the business so he can come in, almost like a Wanyeri has this season at times, and just enjoy himself, Play some games, bench some, cameos here, cameos there, cup games, some starts, but I don't want the situation to be Esteval comes in and he's straight in the starting 11 and then all this expectation. He might deliver, but he also might not. He might not be straight away ready to deliver. A lot of people looking at Yamal, I think the difference with that is obviously La Masia. You're coming through Barcelona, the way that they played, all the way trickled down to the academy. You're at home in Spain. You're not moving country. You're not moving continent. There's so many things that make sure that your environment is settled and you're ready to go into that team. And if you are that level, which is generational, you can perform. Over here, first season out of South America, straight into the Premier League, that age, all of our issues with the squad building and the upheaval of players in and out and the chemistries and identities you got to find and align and make sure that you have a yin and yang with your teammate who could change every single game. It's different ball game. So I'm not trying to put that kind of pressure. Then you're talking about Kendry Pires. Literally the same thing applies to him as I said to Esteval. I don't even know. He might even go out on loan. Let's see what happens. He's in this system. He's got to play in the 10. Can't be playing in the pivot. Can't be really looking to play out wide when you've got Esteval. So you got to play him in the 10, which is obviously Cole Palmer's position. So at least you can say with him, yeah, he's got a great player in front of him that he hopefully will just deliver next season, and you don't need to put loads of pressure on Kendry. But more importantly, with Kendry, you've got also Felix coming back. You've got Chukwuemeka coming back. You've got Nkuku's arse is still here. You've got bare 10s. So he might need to loan if we can't clear these 10s. So yeah, bear that in mind. Dead game. Listen, a lot of the Premier League games this season going on are going to be pretty dead. There's no jeopardy for relegation. Wolves have beaten Ipswich, so the whole relegation fight is done. There's no doubt about it. We know who's going down. We know who's staying up. The Premier League title race is done. 9th to 17th, irrelevant seasons in the league. Done. The only Arsenal season in the league, done. Irrelevant, done. The only teams that are interesting is like 3rd to 8th. They won't always be playing each other. Sometimes they'll be playing teams that are done, you know. So it is going to be pretty dead apart from the European race. And as we go on, more teams will probably be eliminated out of that race, and then we'll have more dead teams. So, yeah, it's not great, but it is what it is. This is the season. Let me see. Is this second half about to kick off? It has kicked off. Let me get the timer on screen. Second half's kicked off. We are ready to rock and roll. I don't think any changes have been made, but I'm going to double check. You let me know in the chat as well if any changes have been made. I didn't see anything. Let's see. Just get this timer. It's probably now going to be a few seconds off. Get that time. There we go. Cool. Hopefully it's all right. Yes, not. It is not all right. So, yeah, second half's kicked off. I see Jackson. Yeah, boy. I saw Jackson. Thank you very much, Maresca. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. More than you can believe. More than you can believe. Thank you for bringing this man onto the pitch. We were starving. Should be in sync now. Jackson is on. I'm assuming for Christopher and Cuckoo. I will confirm in just a sec. Brentford have the ball. I will also have Fulham versus Liverpool on to the side. Similar type time. Yeah, you can ban fake scores. Liverpool losing 3-1. I got the game on to the side. But Jackson's come on, I think, for Nkuku. But I'll double check. He might have even taken off Dewsbury Hall and just moved Nkuku to 10. I don't know. Let me see. Now we got someone capable of pushing over a defender. This is what we're talking about. Some sort of aggressive, argy-bargy. And the thing is, the standards for physicality on the floor, because Jackson isn't like some physical beast. I think he's good. I think he's kicking on quickly as well, considering this is his second full season. But he ain't some sort of, you know what I mean? Like, oh my God, here comes Jackson. You know what I mean? So it's mad. This is like bare base level physicality you need as a striker in the Prem. I think he's good for it. But he's always, I think even last season he showed he's, the way that he used to sometimes give the run around to Konate, and he's more than happy to go up against physically imposing centre-backs that are twice the size of him. So look at that. Oh, hey, look at that turn. Hey. Oh, he's giving it away. Yeah, I got too excited. Dewsbury Hall's still on. So yeah, he just took Nkuku off. He just hooked him. Good. Even that turn. I mean, we are literally, we're starving. But that turn, even that. Ball in behind. Oh my God, look, we have someone running in behind. Jackson. Oh, wow. This is incredible. Look at the change up front. In the first 4 minutes, we've got someone who likes to receive the ball with a first touch who can turn. We've got someone making runs. Someone who's pushed the defender, who's not been pushed over. This is incredible. Now, if you could add a shot like Osimhen's shot, Gyökeres shot, rip the net off shot on top of all this, oh my God, we'd be cooking. We would be cooking. Look at this. I'm awake. I'm alive. You know what I mean? We just need a proper shooter. On top of everything that he does, gotta have a proper shooter. And obviously aerially as well, be dominant, be able to score headers. That's all he's missing. It's quite significant things to be missing, but that is genuinely all he's missing. He's got good ball control, makes good runs, good link up, good hold up, just can't head the ball and can't finish. It's a shame. These are the two things. It's really annoying that he lacks those two things. I'm actually in the camp of Sancho's going back for 5 million. I'm sorry. He is. He has to. Right? Mudryk is in the shadow realms. So Jackson could be a left winger option next season. In my world. You sign Delap and you sign another striker. How about that? How about that? You know what I mean? How about you just sign 2 strikers and just use Jackson as a left winger? I'm so down. I'm so down for that. He's going to help us on the press from the left side. He can carry the ball. He can dribble. He can create for others. He can be a little bit of an outlet because his hold-up play is good. So if you want to go long and then, you know what I'm saying? I'm here for it. Because it's not like the left-wing market is, you know, it's kind of screwed now because we didn't get Kvaratskhelia. We didn't get Barcola. We didn't get Desiree Desiree. We didn't get all these guys, so we're not getting Rafael Leao. We ain't getting these guys. We're not getting Rodrigo. Who else is there? Do you want us to fork out 70 million on Semenyo? Probably not. So, yeah, you may as well. You may as well just do that. That's what I'm here for it. I've always said with Jackson, right? He doesn't need to be first choice striker. He doesn't need to be any of these things because he didn't cost loads of money and he doesn't make loads of money. One thing I always maintain is he's useful. We can find use for him. He is useful. He can be a part of this squad. He can be part of a successful winning team, 100%. I've seen Solomon Kalous that people will try and gas up now in the modern game, but he weren't hitting double digits ever, right? So he can be useful. Oh, out for a corner. He can be useful. You want to put him in the front 2 with a killer? Go for it. You want to put him left wing with a killer? Go for it. You know what I mean? I'm making use of this, brother. 100. Evan Nilsson costs Bournemouth 40 mil, so God knows what he costs now. Probably like minimum 55, 60. So 52 minutes. Listen, Sancho's not a bad player. He's not. But I'm not gonna lie. He's not our problem to fix, bro. We don't need to pay 25 million to try and fix him. It was a loan. There's now a clause to move him out. Let's pay the 5 million because I'm not paying Sancho wages, which is probably like 170, 180 minimum, because we think we can fix him. Like, nah. That's not our responsibility. That's Man United's. Man United can deal with that. We've already got Neto, who we need to kick on next season massively. We've got a young Esteval that needs looking after. Mudryk is in the shadow realms. Madueke needs a whole heap of development as well. We've got enough on our plate. We don't need to be looking after Sancho as well. We need a winger. The next winger that comes into this club needs to be able to deliver at a high level consistently. If you can't do that, you shouldn't really be here because we've got enough projects already. Got enough projects. Gusto got himself into a good position. The attack is looking better since Jackson came on already, getting ourselves into much more dangerous positions, looking way more threatening. The ball's sticking when it goes forward. We're sticking our attacks are starting to stick. It's good, much better. Yeah, the defenders they're not calm anymore. They're unsettled. Header just wide. Now we look like we could get the goal. Now we look like we could be the ones to score the next goal. Much better. Much, much better. Just keep this going and we might actually be able to win this game. Sorry, I should have moved the mic. Struggling. Oh, struggling with it. Whoever said bring Broya back needs banning. I would agree. That person does need banning. Move on from Broya, man. It's done for him. He's done. It's cooked. Too many injuries. And even without the injuries, even then, still tall order. I don't want to hear about that brother anymore. It's got to find him a new home somewhere, maybe in Holland. Maybe send him to FC20 or I don't know, one of them teams there. Let him go. Just go have a nice career, man. You know what I mean? Just go and have a nice career. Nice Dutch league, not too physical. Go and be the most physical person in Holland. Go and just, you know what I'm saying? Simple. If the lap comes in, bro, and I know what you're saying, because Osimhen's wages are mad. That's why I've always said I don't really think we could get Osimhen. Isak's not happening. Gyökeres probably isn't happening either, because every time we've been linked with Gyökeres, it's always been shut down and we're not really that interested. So it probably will be Delap, right? It will be Delap. And I think a lot of people that have even like 2 cents of what's going on behind the scenes know it's going to be Delap. And Delap is linked with us in more ways than one, whether it's Maresca, Joe Shields, former Man City. So I think because they know it's going to be Delap, they want to be early on saying, see, I wanted Delap and Delap's the one. Okay, maybe you do think that. But there's also a situation that you don't think that, but because you know he's going to sign, you want to make sure that you back him before anybody else does, so you can say that you're on the hive and the train, all right, choo-choo, all that bullshit. I'd rather say Delap's one of those players where he could probably give you an output next season of maybe like 14 goals, which is exactly what Jackson has done last season. And that's not even a bad return. 14 goals. It's not a bad return at all. But it's not the return if you need a title charge for a team that doesn't have goal-scoring wingers. So if we had goal-scoring wingers, I'd actually be all right. I'd say, do you know what? Jackson, Delap, fuck it. We got goal-scoring wingers. We got 20s out wide. We got 20s. We got Sakas. We got Salahs. We got 20s. But we don't have 20s out wide. So we got to get 20s down the middle. So if you're going to get Delap, you better find me some goal scorers out wide, because you can't expect that young kid to just do everything down the middle for us, and we're gonna kick on. It's too much pressure. It's too much expectation. It's not fair. Noni's come off. Noni's come off. I know I've heard people say that before. Solanke got 19 for Bournemouth. Imagine how many goals he'll get for Tottenham. Yeah, it doesn't always work like that, bro, because Ipswich play on the break a lot of the time. Ipswich have a lot more space to work into. We don't always have that same space. So for every goal that you get on the transition or you get on the break, because Ipswich are playing more rock and roll maybe sometimes, and we are a little bit more controlling, and we have slow passing sometimes. All those games where we move the ball at a snail's pace and we don't create loads of chances for our striker because it's a low block, all of those games have to be compensated for the fact that Ipswich have a bad team. We might be a much better team, but that doesn't mean we're necessarily going to create loads of stuff for him every game. Do you know what I mean? It's depends on the game. Depends on the game. Depends on the game. But like I said, even if we do create a lot for him, this would be his second Premier League season. It's a lot. It's a lot to ask. That's all I'm saying. It's a lot to ask. Because for me, Chelsea strikers, target should always really be 20, you know? That's what Anelka's, Drogba's, Costa's, that's what they got to put out for us to be winning. So 20 should be the target. And when you've had 2 seasons of Jackson not really being clinical, I feel like the Chelsea faithful deserve 20. I feel like we deserve 20. You know what I'm saying? I feel like we deserve 20 now. So, but yeah, let's see. If he comes in, I'll be happy. I'll be real, because look what we had to watch in the first half. And I know Delap's a good player. I'm not questioning that. Come from the City Academy. Tidy player, physical, presses, outlet, hungry, loves his duels, loves his shoulder barges, can finish a little bit in there. Don't think he's at the level of finishing that people think he is, to be like, oh, he's gonna, tuck away all the chances. I don't think he's there yet. But yeah, like I said, I'd like other things alongside him. That was a good shot from Pedro Neto. Good save. Maybe didn't put enough power on the shot, but it was a very nice strike. He's come on for Madueke. And this is where now we should really be, everything's going according to plan, apart from the fact that we're not winning. This is where next 10, 15 minutes, we should be getting that goal and we should be kicking on to win the game, even if we do win it 1-0, because we've made the substitutions now. We brought on Pedro Neto that we spoke about. We brought on Cole Palmer. We brought on Jackson. We do look better. We are dominating the game now. Now we got to score. This is the hard part. When we spoke before the game, when the team went out, everything was leading and gearing up into this moment. This is now where Chelsea need to get the goal. They got to score the goal. And I think if they don't get the goal in the next 10, 15, then Brentford are going to be like, oh, we've survived. We've rode the storm. And then they're going to start getting confident. And then they're going to try and find a late winner. So we gotta do something right now. Got to do something soon. The only other sub I was thinking was maybe Cucurella. But I think Gusto's looks like he's up for it. He's involved. Yeah, we need to score. I don't know, man. You're saying Gusto needs that quick sale. I think Gusto is going to be a really good player, man. I think he's going to be a good player. He had a great season last year, man. I wouldn't be so quick on that one, on Gusto. I'm going to see what he does next season. Neto, shot straight at the keeper. At least Neto's coming on and he's taking shots. I think the manager's told him, listen, I'm not bringing you on to just hoof the ball into the box and play all these deep crosses that go to nobody. You better cut in and take some strikes. He's had 2 shots since he come on. He's definitely been told to shoot. Gusto, well done. And I don't think you can be quick selling Gusto when Reece James's fitness is so up in the air. I think that would be irresponsible. Oh, bro! Neto is alive, bro. Neto is alive and well. He is creating. Neto is on that right-hand side creating. Got the ball, bang, straight in the box. He's not pissing about. No pointless step-overs, no jinky-majinky, just straight into the box. And really, Jackson should be connecting with that. And testing the keeper. Oh, what a save! Oh, my days. Oh, no. Oh, Sanchez is good. He's out. Oh, my days. We're really starting to hammer down this Brentford goal now. It's good. We're getting there, people. I can see a goal coming soon the way we're moving. Keep it up. Go on. Palmer. Wrong foot, bruv. If that was the opposite side of the box and he was on his left, I'm banking on him to put it in. I am. Reece James header, good save. Flecken's getting put through the work now. He's getting put through it. It's good. Flecken's getting work. Flecken's getting work now. He's getting good work. Flecken's earning his money. He's earning his weekly salary now. That's what we like to see. Let's keep this going. I don't look. They're trying to stop the momentum. These lot are cheeky. Look at them killing the momentum with this brother lying down injured. He's probably got a hair out of place or something. Yeah, he's probably got a hair on his leg out of place, and he's just getting that. He's getting that clipped. This is crazy. Bro is literally. He's fine. I'm telling you. He's just trying to stop the momentum. He's just trying to kill the flow. He's just trying to kill the whole damn flow. That's all he's doing. It's mad. Nasty behavior. Nasty. He ain't got no business sitting on that floor. No business sitting on that floor at all. He feels winded. Maybe he burped and now he needs the, you know when your baby burps and then you got to pat them on the back. That's what he needs, the medical team to come pat him on the back. He's got a couple burpees. Little burp. Fucking guy, man. Get out of here. We got 3 points to fight for. You're out here messing around, man. Come off this pitch. Get out of here, man. He actually might be hurt. I don't know. I don't really care. Move. Man's got an itch. Facts. That's what I'm saying, bro. Man's got an itch. And he's just killed the momentum. He really has. I'm hoping that we just get back in the groove. Last 10 minutes, 15, we were really building up something. To be honest, since Jackson come on, we've been very good since Jackson came on. I was going to say fantastic. I need to chill. But we've been very good. Very, very good. Headed away. Come on. I don't even know what I don't know what a point does. A point, what does it do for this game if we draw here? Just what does it do? What does it do to the league table? Just means that we could be level with Newcastle and they still have a game in hand after Monday night against Leicester, which they probably will win. So yeah, they will be. And we'll probably be fifth, yeah, if we draw today. City might go ahead of us if they beat United. We'll be fourth or fifth, depending on results. Need 3 points, yeah. We do. In my head, we need to build some sort of buffer going into the last 4 games against Newcastle, Liverpool, Forest and United. You've got to build a buffer. If you're going into those games and you're like, how we are right now, it's spooky. It's very, very spooky. Like, this is not a good enough gap. You don't want to be 2-3 points clear of Villa and Newcastle and these man going into that run. You need to have like 5 points, something like that. Minimum. Oh, nice. Good hold up. Oi, listen. Oi, is that Sancho, yeah? With a bit of hold up play. Oh, look at you. Look at you, darling. Making runs as well. Look at you, all active and alert. What's going on here? Where did this come from? That man just held up the ball. Sanchez just did a rocket launcher from the goal kick. Sancho just stuck to him like glue. Held up the ball like prime Didier. Crazy. Mad. How do you feel Turkish changing your... Nah, Turkish didn't change my score, bro. He was just talking. He was trying to convince me that Everton would beat Arsenal, and then I was just like, nah, I'm not interested. I'll just go 2 on Arsenal. What I should have done, and this isn't... It's hindsight, but really I should have just said the same thing as Grizz, because why am I allowing a Saturday to decide my weekend? I should have just said, yo, I don't really care about that game. It's too unpredictable. We don't know what Arsenal team's going to be put out against Everton. They got Real Madrid midweek. I should just go same score as Grizz and leave it all to the Sunday where there's actual, there's actual points to really be gained. That game was a dumb game to lose points on against him. I'm not going to lie. But if we do end up drawing this game, I'll end up gaining 1 point back. I've lost 3, I think. Yeah, it's not good. I need to get out of this game week at least with the same deficit. It can't get any bigger. But I still think, oh wait, shit, what's going on in the Fulham game? Fulham, oh yeah, no one's getting anything for that. Fulham are still beating Liverpool 3-1, guys. Tottenham are 2-0 up against, oh, you little bastards. I think I said Tottenham 3-0, didn't I? And I think he said 2-0. Or did I say 4? Bro, Tottenham better score again, bro. Whoa. He said 1? I don't know. Yeah, I'm going on the Big Six watch along after this. I'll just be a bit late. What the hell was that? This brother, He gets past Gusto, and Gusto again just getting absolutely sold. Why does Gusto do this to himself? Why do you strip? Why do you strip? Gusto will have like 10 minutes where I'm like, yeah, that's looking good. And then he'll just strip for no reason. Why don't you just stay on your feet? Why do you have to strip? And then that guy just absolutely lambasted the ball across the box. I don't even know what he was trying to do. But why do you have to strip? I don't understand. What is your obsession with stripping at right back? Sanchez goes long. He's looking for... Oh, Sancho. Is Sancho trying to be an outlet? What's going on here? Sancho is like trying to go for these long... He's trying to be on the end of these long Sanchez passes, and he's actually doing all right with them. Weird. That's the second time now where he's actually helped us keep the possession. Maybe Sancho just got to be looked at as a pure ball retention player and just nothing else. He just helps you keep the ball. That's it. Crazy. Mods are sleeping. I'm going to set an alarm for the mods. No one will ever sleep through an iPhone alarm. It's never been done. It's disgusting, disgusting sound. Get your shot off. Come on, somebody. Oh, my days. Oh, my days. How on earth? How on earth? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I really thought that was our moment to score. I don't know how that didn't... Oh, my days. Look at that. Look at that. Look how easy it is. Look! Why is that right-hand side getting cut up like this? You don't see this shit happening down the left? You do not see this shit happening down the left. On that right-hand side, it's too easy. It's too easy. It's way too easy down that side. Look, simple 1-2. And you're lucky. I don't even think it's offside. You're lucky. The flag's gone up. Look how easy it is. Fucking hell, man. 3-2. Liverpool have scored. Diaz has scored. It's too easy, man. I need Tottenham to score, man. I'm pretty sure I need that score prediction to be correct. That's the only time you'll ever hear me say I need Tottenham to score, but they're going to beat them anyway, man. At least beat them properly. God damn. Anybody watching the Tottenham game in the chat? Probably not. Ball over the top. Jackson. Keeper's out. Flecken. Flecken is a good keeper. I remember on Saturday Social, I said Flecken at the start of the season, and they laughed at me. I need to chat to Faisal again, because Faisal was laughing, bro. Everybody was like, Embuemo, Wissa. And I'm like, yeah, but that's easy, innit? That's predictable. And I said, and people didn't get the logic, but I said, if you've got Embuemo and Wissa, and I believe that both of them are capable of leading that attack and stepping up to the mantle and getting goals, then how can either of them be the most important when you have two? It doesn't make any sense. If you've got two goal scorers and they're both capable of handling business, then how can either of them be the most important? It don't make sense. That's like us having Drogba and Anelka. They're both banging, and then we're like, Drogba's the most important. It literally cannot be that because we have Anelka. I said Flecken, bruv, and nobody wanted to listen. You have to, bro, it's crazy. I said Flecken. I said, yo, that keeper there is looking good. And then man were like, who is this? Who's Flecken? I said, all right, Fez. Oh, Enzo. Enzo. That was a bad shot. Oh, God. We can't drop points here, man. Fulham away ain't going to be easy either, man. We can't be dropping points here, people. What's Cucurella coming on? He's going to score. Cucurella is one of our goal scorers. So... Oh, God. Oh, God gracious me. Oh, no. Ball in the box. Oh, fuck's sake. To be fair, again, Flecken's having a good game. Flecken's had a good game. We've tested him second half. He's made quite a few saves. Flecken has had a great game. He's probably been Brentford's best player today, I'd say, Flecken. Because the amount of saves he's made. How many saves has he made? 5. 3 from inside the box. I will be spinning the block for that Flecken shout at the start of the season. I will be getting my flowers one way or another. I don't care if I have to buy the flowers myself and present them to myself. I will be getting them my flowers. Hey, Wissa. Oh my God. Tosin, come on. Okay. Cucurella for James is crazy work. Nah, it's James's fitness, innit? Anytime James comes off early, it's because fitness. It's because manage his minutes. We don't want him to overdo it. We got to look after him. He can only do 60 or 75. I will never complain about Reece James having to come off, even though obviously you take Gusto off, you put Reece James right back because we're trying to win the game. However, we do not need Reece James to be out for the season. We've already got Fofana out for the season. I'm sure Lavia is going to join him next. We don't need the triplets to finish it off. You know, the 3 triplets. Reece James out for the season before we play all those big teams at the end. So the manager feels he needs to manage Reece, which he does. So be it. That's just part of the parcel. That's just the way the game goes. Look at Jackson. Oh, unlucky. Guy's so good, man, at doing that. So good at spinning, man. So good at spinning, man. We know James is made of glass. So why are we surprised when if the glass starts to crack, we gotta take the glass out. You know what I mean? We gotta take it out of the dishwasher. It's cracking, man. Get it out of there. Hand wash. Get that bread out of there. So that's what Reece James is. So it is what it is. Van der Berg, yellow card. Jackson booked him. Here we are. Oh, Neto. He's going to get a shot off. Neto! Oh. You see what I'm talking about with his ball striking? His ball striking is pretty average, you know. And it hurts me to say that, but it's true. His ball striking is pretty average. Neto's shooting, when he gets in those positions, it doesn't feel like he's going to put it in the top corner. It doesn't feel like he's going to put a whippy in the corner. He just gets a shot off, and let's see what happens. But it's not like, oh, here we go. It's not one of those ones, you know. Yeah, it's not moving me. I'm glad he's trying though, but it's not moving me one bit. It's not giving me goal scoring winger vibes. I mean, we had it with Iron Robin, didn't we, on that flank? Whoa. Now, that guy we knew exactly what we were going to get when he cut in at Bayern Munich. It was guaranteed. Yeah, he doesn't have the shot on him. He doesn't have it. He doesn't have the shot on him, I'll be honest. He doesn't have it. Time is wrong, someone's saying. Let me actually double check, because it probably is. It's only about 4 seconds out. To be honest, if I tamper with it, I'll probably make it worse. Here's Mbeumo. He looks like he's tired, or does he always run like that? Wissa. Oh, fuck. Mbeumo on his favoured foot. Oh! Ho, ho! Oh, boy! Roberto Sanchez. It's the battle of the goalkeepers. Big save. This is why at half-time I just said, let me just focus on the praise, because, you know, to be fair, we have to be fair. He's made some important saves in this game, and that is another one. Mbeumo on his stronger foot. Again, it's one of those saves that Sanchez has to make. When you watch it on the replay, it is, you know, you have to make that save. You can't not make that save. But you still got to make it. So he made it. So well done. Well done. You know what I'm saying? If he didn't save it, we would have to slap him on his bald head. Because it's literally, it's pretty close to him, you know. It's not right in the corner. But you got to make that save. He's still got to make it. You know, really, this is the goalkeepers. It's the goalkeepers today we're just watching, because they're the only ones. Oh, my God. Oh! Oh! Oh, my God! Ooh! earth has he missed that? That is one of the misses of the season. You can't miss that. Oh, Brentford. You have, wow, whoa. That, you know what? That's one of those moments where you hit the target, it's unsavable. Unsavable for Sanchez. Look at this, look at him. Breaching our defense at will. Look. How many more times are they going to breach our fucking defense in the last 5 minutes? Look at this. Onslaught of an attack. Look at this at our goal. Look at it. What the fuck is going on with our defenders? It's a disgrace. Look. Oh my God, the ball is bouncing, bobbling all over the place. This is crazy. This is insanity. Look at the state of our defending in the last 3 minutes. These men are trying to send me to my grave. These men are trying to put me under. I don't know. At this point, we might have to take a point, lads. We might have to take a point because as much as we could have won it, we could have lost it today. We could have won it, we could have lost it. It's one of those ones. It's nasty work. I wouldn't mind a little late winner, but I really can't be losing. I can't be losing this game. I can't be losing this game. This is bedlam. This is crazy. And it feels like we're very open because we're maybe going for the winner now. The gaps are appearing in behind. It's not looking good, bruv. I'll tell you that for free. Oh, what a miss that was, you know. That is a crazy miss. We're so lucky. I can't believe he's missed that. It's madness. It's harder to miss than to score. It's harder to miss than to score, yeah. It is. It genuinely is harder to miss that. You actually have to put time, effort, thought into missing. You really have to really direct that to miss. Oh my God. Oh, my eyes are bleeding, honestly. My eyes are bleeding. I got some nasal ting, but I'm doing that in the Uber, man. Or the train. Yeah, Gusto's cross was nasty there. We are going to get glazed in the Champions League. Who told you we were in the Champions League? Bro, I'm not pleading, bro, I don't want to plead for a draw, but did you see that moment? We nearly lost. We nearly lost, bruv. Listen, you see the whole Champions League thing? You lot need to worry about that when we get it. If we get it. You know what I mean? Trust me, we might not get it. We might be in the Europa. So don't worry about what we're taking, because we might not be there. Just, you know what I mean? We might not be there. People are like, is this what we're taking to the Champions League? I said, bruv, who said we're in the Champions League? Are we Nottingham Forest right now? Are we Arsenal? Who said we're going to be there? You might not have to worry about that. You know what I mean? I'm more than happy to take this to the Europa League. I think even if we were in the Europa League this season, I'd expect us to be winning it. I'd be like, yo, let's win this. It'd be a lot harder because obviously you got better teams, but the teams there are still beatable. So yeah, I think Europa League, I'm ready. I think I'm definitely ready. After 1.4 billion spent, I'm happy to announce I'm ready for Europa League. I feel quite confident about Europa League. I feel quietly confident. You know what I mean? I really do. I feel I'm ready to go. Yeah, I know. Listen, I was getting cooked in the comments on the review. I'm not saying it was a great review. I'm not going to lie. It wasn't my best. However, even if I did my review in the way I would want to do it, it wouldn't have been to your liking because I wouldn't be sitting there saying, oh, you know, this performance needs to be gassed to the nth degree because we beat Tottenham, who are 16th in the league, and they didn't offer absolutely anything to the game. And we just, I would have told you, listen, it was a good performance from 4 individuals, Caicedo, Enzo, Cucurella, you know, Chalobah, you know. But I'm also going to tell you that this doesn't change anything. I'm going to tell you that I didn't learn anything new today. I'm going to tell you that we still don't have a box presence. We still can't really count on anyone for goals. I'm going to tell you that tougher tests ahead. So I think because in name we're playing Tottenham, people think it's a statement win, but in position in the table, it's not. And that's the key. So I didn't mind getting cooked because I could have done better, but I'm definitely not gonna gas it because I'm still seeing a lot of room for improvement. I was mash up, fam. Facts. I was mash up. I'm not doing that again, man. I take pride in my reviews, bro. I can't be out here having these drinky drinks, man. I'm gonna get back to my apple juice. Man was trying to do a pitch side away days at Cheltenham, Tom Garrett type thing. Man, just mash up on the mic, drunk as fuck, just yapping. Nah, we have to be serious. We have to be serious. But I had to, bro, it wasn't a great game, you know. I'll be real. It wasn't an entertaining game. It was a rough game. Like, obviously for us, it doesn't really matter because we won, but it was not a good game. The quality was not qualitized. It was not qualitized. It was not great. This looks like it's going off into a 0-0. I wasn't even trying to do a Turkish. Turkish's 5-1 Man City review was absolutely insane. I would never. I won't even do the review. I wouldn't do the review. If I was like that, I wouldn't do it. I would just leave it till the next day. I'd just do it hungover. Private King, free. Yes, you can get a shout out, mate. Big up Boys FC. Don't know what that was about, but I'm guessing you're talking about the chat. Playing nothing for 55 minutes. We just shrinking our chances to get a few with the attacking play. This is too risky. How are we serious? It looks like it's going off into a 0-0, which means I guess there'll be no rush for a review, which is good because I'll be going to the mob and then I'll come back and do it after. But you guys won't be in any rush, I'm sure. You'll be moving on to the Manchester Derby, hoping that Man City lose. So no one takes advantage of this slip up from us. But yeah, it's weird, man. It's weird that we are going to have back-to-back clean sheets. And I thought that would guarantee a win if we get back-to-back clean sheets. But we haven't been able to do the most important thing, which is put the ball in the back of the net. And I think when you watch that Tottenham game back, you know, it's kind of not shocking. You know, it's disappointing, but it's not shocking. It was a great goal from Caicedo. Wish it stood. But box movement, finishing, wingers, their performances, you know, we can't rely upon Enzo and Cucurella box crashing every time. That's just not a sustainable way to get goals. We need to see goals from the front line. We still don't have a goal from Cole Palmer. I know he had a great assist. We don't have any goals from the wingers. Jackson was not scoring before the injury. Where are the goals coming from? And it cannot be Enzo and Cucurella. It cannot. We have to find goals from attackers. So, and we got to find them fast. Got to find them fast. You know, so hopefully Jackson, because Jackson's the only one really where you could say, okay, he had a run earlier on in the season. So if he just finds that again, then great. But yeah, it ain't looking good with the attackers, man, right now. No, Saeed is going to be, I'm assuming, at the game. It's at Old Trafford, so he won't be on the mob. It's just going to be the four of us, yeah. If Grizz has predicted 2-0 Tottenham and that's how it finishes, I'm gonna formally announce my end. I'm done. I'm cooked. I'm gonna concede. You know the presidential race when they concede to the opposition. I'm gonna do that on Monday. If Grizz has predicted 2-0 and that game finishes 2-0, I am gonna concede defeat in this presidential election. I'm gonna concede. I will be doing the forfeit. I'm not even gonna bother. I give up. That man cannot be getting 2 correct scores on my head top in one game week. I'm sorry. Oh my God. Yeah, it's over, guys. We're not scoring today. Enzo's just snatched his shot. It's not looking good, bruv. When he shoots like that, it's a good sign to pack it up. Yeah. It's not going our way. Oh, brother. Well, we move to the next. 4 minutes of injury time. Praying for a late winner. Praying for limbs. Playing for... Oh, my... No. Sancho. Jinky majinky. Enzo. Blocked. Could have told you. Knew it was going to be blocked. People saying, aren't we better off with Poch? Bruh. I feel like I have to keep answering this one, but... You know, the board wanted to sell Gallagher and Chalobah in the same window. Those were two players that Pochettino rated, ranked, and wanted. You can't say that Enzo would have performed how he's performing from Maresca, how he would have performed the same under Poch. We don't know if Poch was going to continue to use Cucurella the same way he used him in the last few games and the way he's played this season. So we can't just take everything that's went well and say Poch would have done that and more. It doesn't work like that. You know what I mean? The way he was using Enzo, he was using him as like a half space runner in behind at times. You know, we signed Felix. Pochettino didn't want Felix. Would we have signed other players? We don't know. But we weren't building a team for Poch. I don't even know if we're building a team for Maresca, but we definitely weren't building a team for Poch. So you got to make sure that if you're building a side, you have to build it for your manager. Not sign everyone he wants specifically, but profiles and traits and intangibles need to align with the manager's way of playing. And it wasn't doing that. So we probably would have lost games that we weren't expecting to lose because Pochettino's tactics and his lack of proactive subs or whatever, all these things would have come into play. Come on. Oh. So, yeah, it's not as easy to just say it would have been better. It all comes down to recruitment. I keep saying it. It comes down to squad building, directors, recruitment. Every time I keep saying it. It's not about manager this, manager that, manager this. We're 10 points off where he had us, 63 points. Let's see. We should be eclipsing that, no doubt. There's no way we should be finishing with 63 points or less with 7 games to go. So we're going to have more points than we had last season. But, yeah, it's all on the recruitment. Look, we signed players that the manager here doesn't even want to use. Felix's and players like that. Renato Vega, he doesn't play. He puts Gusto left back. So it's all about recruitment for me. It's all about recruitment. Look at Nuno. Nuno at Forest. He's got a team that works perfectly for him. Recruitment is in line with his vision. They're third. That doesn't mean Nuno's now a manager that we should be trying to appoint at Chelsea. Or he's good enough for Chelsea, you know. Give Nuno João Felix and he'll probably, I'm not going to lie, he'll probably do some dangerous shit. He'll probably do some bad things. Left-hand side. Left-hand side. Just finished the game, honestly. I know someone said, why are you taking a point? But I'm not. I just want the game over. I want the game over. We're not going to score. And I can't watch us anymore. We could concede. I can't be dealing with it. Is it done? Are we finished? Ooh. Oh my God, wait, what? Yes! Come on, Southampton! Woo! I'm still alive. That's the same shit that happened to me in midweek. When Fulham scored at the last minute at the Emirates, I predicted an Arsenal 2-0 win against Fulham, and then Fulham, for no reason, it doesn't help anyone, it doesn't do anything for anyone, they score a last-minute pointless goal at the Emirates and ruin my correct score. So now you can hold that, Grizz. Now you know what it feels like. You can hold that. So yes, I'm still in it now, okay? I'm alive, and I've gained a point. Because I think I said a 2-2 draw. Grizz said that Brentford would win. So... Oh, Cole Palmer! Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Oh, Jesus! Gee Willikins! Oh, goodness! We were so close. But so far, it's over. We ain't winning. It's done. Draw, 0-0. We move. We'll see what happens later on in the Manchester derby. Not lots has shifted as of now. Yeah, what more can I say? Anything more I can say, I'll say in my review. And that will be coming Lateness is Greatness, because what is the rush, really, when you have other things to attend to? So we will see you later on. I'm very happy that Southampton have scored, because that literally has saved my life. If they didn't score, I would be finished in these streets. But yeah, small consolation. Smash up the likes. Let's get to 1,000 likes. We're not far from that. That'd be much appreciated if you could get us over that milestone there. Not milestone, that little metric. You want to call it a metric. And yeah, we move. Done. Bob's your uncle. 0-0. On to the next. Smash up the likes, subscribes, and I'll see you guys next times in a bit, people. Peace, love, guidance.